last time on BionDnD, you climbed a mountain. You climbed a mountain in hopes of joining this Congress of Dragons that was occurring at the peak, at the I can't use summit or peak because they're both in the name of the place. The very top of Dragon Summit Peak. Um, However, you did not manage to arrive in time. The Congress had already been underway for some time, and it concluded before you were able to reach the top. This was signified by a great cacophony of dragon roars coming from the summit, and a very quick exodus of chromatic dragons from that place, kind of flying out back towards their respective lairs. So, you were a bit, like, shit, we missed it. But, luckily, a silver dragon espied you while he was flying back towards his own lair, and came down and transformed himself into an old man, alighting on the mountain to kind of give you the rundown of what had happened during that congress. Geralt had entreated the dragons not necessarily to go to war, but that they needed to stop secluding themselves up this far north in the Ulvengart Range and not interacting with the world. The only way he reasoned for them to beat this prophecy that had them dying with this world was to take action and do something about it. They couldn't sit around and await the action of others any longer. The Metallics were the first to agree to this, and as the Metallics agreed, so too had the Chromatics. Afterwards, seeing that if the Metallics were to agree and start acting in the world, then the interests of their own kind would cease to be as well sought after in the world. Sorry. Um, so the dragons all agreed to sort of take action with this conflict that is ongoing, this war between Dain and Erevar, but the greater conflict between Hronglothor and the world. All of this did Tad refer to you, relay to you. There we go. Whose full name was, I believe, Thad of Alcor. Yeah. But he said call him Tad.
Good.
So Tad told you all of this, and you told him that there had been a fury and some hellhounds on the mountainside, and he went to try and find them and destroy them for the evil that they are. But they had already left by the time he arrived where you had shown him they had been.
We fucked up.
So that being done, Tad took his leave. Actually, wait, sorry. One other important thing. He mentioned that the Metallics had a strategy to kind of edge out the chromatic dragons, and that was to find the Eye of the North Wind. A resinous gem, he said, resided somewhere in the Indigo Wood. This eye has the power to allow the user to cast a true scrying spell, which is effectively unfailing. It cannot be saved against. And in addition to revealing a vision of the subject, it also reveals their intentions that they currently hold in their mind.
Just like the government spying on us through our phones.
Yes, it's the Big Brother artifact.
It's Alexa.
Wait.
We're on a quest to find Alexa. Or an Echo Dot.
Alexa,
both
turn the
shaped,
temperature
right?
up. It's already 102 degrees.
Oh, fuck.
Did I fucking stutter, Alexa?
Excellent. All right, so you descended your way back down the mountain path whence you came, and met again with the Conclave of Five Metals, the five Dragonborn that had been a little bit standoffish at first, but had warmed up to you eventually. Discussing a little bit further with them, they seem very invested in your journey now, and one of them in particular is very fond of Jeff, as they found out that their families were in fact from the same area. This Dragonborn's family was from the city of Helmsfair, and Jeff's farm had been just a little ways outside of the city, on one of the more rural towns nearby. So, I believe we left off with you all taking your leave of those said Dragonborn. Where would you all like to go next?
Well, from the end of last session, I believe our next destination is the Indigo Wood, correct?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
think there was some mention of going back to the monastery, but there wasn't a stated goal, so I wasn't sure if that was just a, like, it's a place to go, or if it was a specific need.
I
Yeah,
think
I
I
had a
would
vision.
actually like to go.
Okay,
It's on the way, why not?
more or less, yeah.
We should probably check in with those guys.
Yeah, probably. At least say, like,
Also-
bye.
Maybe, I don't know.
Say bye, but also be like, yo, I got a vision from God.
That is true, that did happen. Yeah, you should
Hey
probably
guys,
tell
I
them
got a
about this.
vision from God. I'm supposed to be starting my
Listen.
own church.
Listen.
Not her own church, her own order.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. God told me that I'm supposed to be starting my own cult.
Yeah, there we
Hell
go.
yeah. There we go. I'll take
And-
that.
Hey, Torn Bros, you're never going to believe this, but just yesterday I found out I was basically the Messiah, so, fall in line.
Yo,
Bow
I got
down,
a vision.
bitches.
It wasn't a fax, it was a Skype call.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, it's a couple of days, but you guys can make the trips back without any difficulty. You've cleared out the area of most darkness, and clearing the shrine actually seems to have brought some light and life back into the forest, which wasn't necessarily dead before, but it was kind of muted. But now, as you walk back through, the vibrant bird song and chirping of insects, and rustling of wind through the heather and the thistle and the trees greets your ears quite pleasantly on your trip back.
Insects, you say?
Yes.
Why are you doing
Hannah
this?
hungry.
Look, I'm just saying.
Dead insect protein dough.
I mean,
No.
if we roast them, they're gonna last a lot longer than like animal meat will. Just saying.
True, they do last longer.
It's a nice quick source of protein, nice and
Also,
juicy.
Need a lot
Jeff,
more
you
of
just
them,
jumped
though.
down on a Remmerhaz. You don't have any reason to be.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Maybe it tasted
know,
good, I don't know.
It's like popcorn. It's like protein popcorn. You just kind of.
That's
What's
actually a really good
popcorn?
argument for it.
Oh, it's a good argument, but God, do I hate it.
I
What
do too,
is-
but I'm committed to my bit.
What is
And my
popcorn?
character.
Yeah, popcorn probably doesn't. Popcorn, if it exists by accident. Let's roll for it.
Let's make it.
18. Yeah, popcorn's totally been discovered.
I remember popcorn.
I remember.
Sour cream.
Yeah, Mom and Pa always turned the excess corn we couldn't sell at the market back into popcorn. It was pretty good. I don't know if insects will produce the same kind of flavor, though.
Well, no, it's meant to be a quick snack. That's all.
Have you ever had insects, Jeff?
Not willingly.
Well, you didn't have popcorn until you had popcorn, so insects could be just as good.
How many insects are close by?
How many? That's the
So
wrong
many.
question.
Make
It's
a
the wrong
perception
question.
check.
No, I think it's the right question, actually. 11.
You're gonna have to define insects. How big?
Yeah.
What's your minimum range here?
Is a
I
centaur an
just
insect?
want to see. I just want to see what's immediately around.
Are we talking about like worms in the ground? Because if so, that number's gonna just shoot up.
Not worm.
From what you can see in a quick, surveying of the area, looking at the ground around you, the leaves for, beetles or caterpillars or something, you find 32.
What kinds of bugs?
Oh my god.
Just name some off the top of your head. I'm just wondering.
I don't know what there
Honey,
are in Arctic
He's
regions or in
not a
tundra regions.
biologist.
It's
What
the
did-
particular region you're in that I'm not sure of. Give me 10 seconds.
I'm sorry I'm hitting you with so many hard-hitting
Hold on,
questions at
I
once.
got my thing. I got my wildlife Bible.
Weevils, spiders, several kinds of worms, and many ground-dwelling insects, apparently. I'll say most of them are
Cicadas.
weevils and, oh, mosquitoes too.
All right, next question. What's a weevil?
They wobble, but they
It's
don't
a-
fall down.
What
It's
the
a
fuck is that?
beetle,
Yeah,
basically.
it's kind of a beetle.
All right.
cool.
I'm going to use my ice breath to snipe some beetles out of the sky, and I'm just going to eat one.
Okay.
These
Wait,
this
no,
is
you have to
popsicle.
roast them, you idiot!
That's freeze drying.
Yeah, as it's frozen, it's this kind of weird, like,
Well,
vaguely
maybe
unpleasant sensation. Ooh, wait, I think we just got
Harley.
a subscriber.
I don't like
Ah.
it.
I missed the pop-up. I'm the worst, or a follower probably.
Subscriber.
But
Get
thank
in
you very
here.
much for the follow. You rock. You are our favorite person right now. Pop a message in chat if you want to be recognized by name, because I can't see your name. Yeah. So as you use your ice breath and like freeze it in air, and then like take a bite of it, you kind of like the ice crust kind of melts in your mouth, but then you're just kind of left with this like weird cold like exoskeleton, and it's not particularly pleasant.
No, Jeff, you have to roast them, you dummy.
Ooh,
Oh,
hate
okay.
that.
I'll pick up
There
some
are-
more frozen.
Yeah, there are several more that you could pick up that you had.
I'll pick up some more frozen bugs, and while we're traveling, I will light a torch and just try to like put one on a stick and roast it while we're walking.
Easy enough.
That's like the shitty version of trying to make marshmallows, but all you have is like a lighter.
And when I think it's been sufficiently roasted, I will try it.
And it's not quite Arctic, it's more like tundra. I said Arctic erroneously, but thank you for the check.
How does it taste now that it's cooked? Ish.
Much better. Yeah, it's not quite like it's not as good as meat. There's definitely not like a real comparison there, but like it's not bad for like a quick snack. It's a little bit like it's juicier than most meat, but the roasting kind of gives it like this nice kind of like a seared steak kind of consistency. Like there's a bit of crisp on the outside, and you bite into it, and then you get this like juicy flowing kind of center. It's not bad.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Like you wouldn't
But,
want
like-
it as a meal, but you wouldn't like turn your nose up at it if somebody offered it as a snack.
Sometimes I could work with this if we ran out of rations.
I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
All right. So make sure you mark your. Oh, actually, let's do the watches overnight, and you can mark your long rest off when one is done. So we'll need 2. First night, we'll just do the same watches each night. So who wants to take first watch?
I can.
All right. Jeff and Wartalk, go ahead and roll.
I'll take third.
18.
13.
18 and 13. First watch. All you really notice is as you're kind of in these woods again, the area you're in is kind of familiar to you, and so like it doesn't come as too much of a surprise when you hear the dragon wings beating overhead. But this time, they don't come any particular proximity to you. They stay pretty far away. You can kind of see the black outline of some dragon. It doesn't catch the moonlight enough for you to determine the color, but some dragon flies nearby, and that is all in the first watch. Second watch. Wartalk and...
At 20.
Nice.
We're talking his third eye, apparently.
I'll scoop it out myself.
But then it'll just infect the next nearest target. Was anyone joining Wartalk?
Sure, yeah. It's 17 plus a lot.
Okay.
Get a whole ass spoon.
Cool.
26 total. There you go.
22 is my total, by the way.
Okay. Both of you just see through the night. Like there is no creature that escapes your notice. No small, like Arctic fox or little baby squirrel that escapes your vision. They all scatter amongst the undergrowth, and you see every last one of them. As far as anything eventful to note, though, nothing really. Third watch.
14.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah. Nothing really. As far as you're aware, it's a little bit warmer tonight, and so around like the crack of dawn, it actually begins to rain.
I spy with my little eye something green.
Leaf?
You're really good at this.
One of my
Oh, holy shit. Oh, this is too good. This is some quality content.
Beautiful. I'm actually going to turn the volume up a bit because I've noticed it's been low in our videos lately. So we'll make it louder.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, day 2 again goes uneventfully. Evening 2, let's get some more watches. Wartalk and Jeff.
19.
24.
24, damn. You're not rolling with advantage anymore, right?
Right.
Cool.
I just rolled high on that one.
Nice. Just make
We
it
should save some of our good rolls, y'all.
Nah, waste them all now.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I keep rolling just below something happening. Nothing happens. Watch 2, Wartalk and Cyana.
There we go.
22.
You think if we
4.
put cooked bugs in popcorn, would it make it taste better or worse?
Probably better.
Could have something to it.
Yeah.
What if you use them as like, I don't know, what if you use them as croutons in a salad? What if you're like short on bread, but you just really need something to make a salad more exciting?
Now you're thinking. Get a nice like druid salad. Throw some good berries on there. Throw some bugs on there. Now you got a dish.
No, I don't know about the good berries, but
Oh
It's a power salad.
I'm sure Cyana would like it though. She seems to love magic berries and bugs.
Come on, Jeff.
That's my
Jeff.
entire
Yeah.
character.
Jeff, she's asleep right now. She can't hear you. You can be honest with me. You like the good berries too, don't you?
It upsets me how much they taste like real berries because they're produced with
pretty good.
absolutely no effort.
Yeah, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
So on principle, as a farmer, you're just pissed about him.
It's
Hey, Illiya's asleep.
Sleep talking.
Yeah, no, that was a turn a dream.
I don't know. It kind of bothers me a little bit how easily those berries get produced. It's a wondrous power.
I mean, it's
Heck,
not.
if everyone had that power, no one would starve. But
I mean, that's true. That sounds pretty good. But
it's
Maybe
also
could
like,
solve world hunger, but fuck that. Traditional farming.
well, I guess I don't know. I spent my whole life growing up being a farmer, and it's hard work. And Cyana can do it with just waving her hands around.
Look at it this way: how many berries did your family produce?
Well, we usually produce things other than berries, like corn and stuff, but we produced a lot more
You
than.
produced a lot of it. Do you realize
Yeah.
how many skilled magicians, people it would take to produce that's food? Nah, it's a completely different niche.
I guess you have a point there.
Yeah. So you don't need to be upset about the good berries. It's completely different.
I also
Different
haven't
mix of
really,
magic.
met anyone else that knows the kind of magic that Cyana does. So,
Exactly. So it's fine. They're not gonna run you out of business.
well, that's good.
Like you work on different things. It's fine.
All right.
And it's good to know humble folk like us farmers are still needed in the world every now and again.
Yeah.
Okay, Cyana, you can wake up and have your watch now. I'm done complaining about your magic.
Fuck you, hippie wizard. You and your magic trail mix.
No. Magic trail mix is different. That has mushrooms in it.
Oh shit, you're right.
True.
But she likes those too.
I killed some magic trail mix right now.
You smoke the magic trail mix every night, though.
No, that's the patron's lettuce. That's different.
I see. You're right. You're right.
So good.
Well, I'm awake and I got a 22.
All right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Didn't you get like a 4 or
14.
something?
Oh, was that? Oh, yeah, no, this was the one I got the 4 on. That's right.
So actually, demystify. I think that the way that people discovered popcorn to begin with was actually that it was like left on a very hot like cement or concrete surface one day, and like extra like leftover kernels that weren't fertilized. I don't know. That didn't grow the whole way, and it
Apparently,
actually just popped.
there's apparently archaeological evidence found of ancient peoples in like Mexico having produced popcorn as far back as 3600 BC. So I think we're in the clear on this one.
Yeah. Also, I guess that would probably mean that any accounts of an accidental discovery is totally false, so disregard what I just said. But that is super cool and definitely feasible for them to have popcorn here.
Think if artificers
Bag of
exist in this
popcorn
world, then
later.
popcorn has been invented.
They just had a bunch of lighters and some spare time.
There we go. All right, so okay. Are we getting like frame drops or something? Because I am showing a bad connection, but it's also like mostly fine. Okay, I think that might have just been like at the very beginning. Nothing recent. Okay, cool. So, on your second watch, pretty early on as you start, it's getting on towards like close to midnight, and almost immediately you can actually see a few flashes of light from above the canopy. They're very dim, and they seem intermittent and hard to place exactly what they might be because of the kind of blockage in your view from the canopy of trees. Both of you see this.
What?
Just
That's
every
not normal, right?
every like maybe 30 seconds or so, you see like a little twinkle, and it kind of
That
seems to.
It can't possibly be fireflies, could it?
Doesn't seem like it since they're above the trees. You all recall
check it out.
relatively close by, there was like a little bit more of a clearer space in the woods. You wouldn't have to go far from the camp to check it out.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go investigate. What's the worst that could happen?
They have Clanky, they'll be fine.
That's true. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Clanky, eyes out. Look around.
He
No. Eyes back in. Eyes back in. Okay. You use the eyes and look around, and if you see anything that looks like it could threaten anybody, just go like this. But not unless you see something that's gonna threaten people. Okay, cool.
kind
All right.
of clanks as he
Going
nods. All right. So you walk over. It's not many yards. It's maybe like half a football field away. You kind of dig through a bit of underbrush and make your way over towards where you recall there being a little bit more of like a clearing in the trees. And as you get there and you kind of peer up, you see a meteor shower.
Oh.
It's actually quite an impressive one too. In the moments that you had taken to come over this way, it's picked up, and now there's almost another meteor every like 10 or 15 seconds. It's kind of at like the very peak of the shower at this point, and you're seeing just all of these different colored trails streaking through the sky.
Oh shit, this is awesome.
I'm looking for something.
Okay.
Okay, I wanna use minor illusion and try and make it look like there's just a crap load suddenly.
Okay. Are you trying to cast this stealthily so Cyana does not notice?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
25.
All right, that exceeds your passive.
Pretty good.
Yeah, my passive is 19. It's high, but it ain't that high.
Yep. All right, so Wartalk, you very
Oh
subtly
my god,
cast
look at that!
minor illusion,
Whoa! Oh
And
man,
just-
this is awesome.
an incredible just rainbow of streaking comets across the sky, all colors you can imagine. These vibrant purples and reds to duller kind of muted golds, just put on an incredible show. And after a few moments, it kind of fades back down to the same frequency it was before. And before too long, it kind of tapers off.
Huh?
Oh, that was beautiful.
Was. Were you expecting just something like to attack us and kill us during that? Because I sort of was.
No,
Oh,
not at all.
I'm not used to good things happening. If we're being honest, it was weird.
That's why I'm trying. Yeah, me neither. That's why
Wait,
I'm
no,
gonna
DM,
take this
stop
one.
rolling.
I'm not used to good things happening either. This is-
Yeah, that was like a moment of not horrible.
You mean reprieve? Yes.
That's the one. You learned people. Kids these days.
I think you're actually smarter than me.
He does have the highest intelligence score in the party.
Sup, y'all?
That doesn't
Yeah,
mean
that
he's
sounds
the
about
most
right.
learned, just that he's the most
Yeah,
intelligent.
Dang, well,
You did well on the SATs.
yeah, I cheated. Clearly, I cheated.
Well,
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
where
the
you
smart
get.
thing to do.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. To cheat, is not to learn.
This stream
I
does
can get away
not
with it.
condone cheating. Just
But it
FYI.
should.
It
This
doesn't.
stream does not
Look,
condone
I'm just saying
getting
the
caught
SAT is
cheating.
dumb.
Yeah, we might condone going against the monotony that College Board has on everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Eat the
Just
rich,
remember,
but cook them first.
yeah, if you're gonna cheat, do it smart. That's fine.
We don't condone it, but if you're gonna
Just
cheat,
don't
do it
get-
smart.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
get caught.
And
And don't
anybody
tell them
would
we
tell you that.
don't tell them we sent you.
yeah. Don't send them back here. Whatever you do. If you do,
We're gonna get some YouTube consequences.
Plausible deniability. We don't condone
plausible deniability of what? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, meteors, those were cool.
it. All right, third watch.
I wonder what they were and why they were doing that.
They're best, obviously.
Oh,
The
yeah.
great big balls of fire burning billions of miles away. Oh, balls of gas. That's what it is.
Yeah, close enough.
Pumbaa, to you,
17.
everything's gas.
Nice. Nice.
17 and Wartalk, what'd you get?
I got dirty 20.
Nice. All right, nothing
I'm
happens. Dawn breaks. The rain abated at some point during first watch. I forgot to mention.
Oh, good.
All right. So on the third day, you rise again from the dead and ascend to the right hand of the Father and all that good stuff. And you also make it back to the monastery of Saint Elric. Sorry, it's lame.
Cool.
Guys. It's just on the brain. I don't know.
Yeah. These things.
Oh.
These things happen.
I guess so.
So that's why we're audio only. You gave up video for Lens.
Actually,
Actually, Ethan, I have a surprise for you, bud.
Oh, are we streaming video
yeah,
today?
we're actually streaming
I'm not-
video.
Oh, are
Oh,
we?
well, heck, I wasn't paying attention to the Twitch stream. Disregard
okay.
everything that
mean-
I will ever say for this session and before this.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
There
I'm
was
sorry,
the-
did you say
but there was what?
No camera. Can't listen to me either. Coronavirus got me social distancing. I'm gonna distance
yeah.
myself all the way. No looking.
That was a really
Coronavirus can
interesting
eat my
beginning
entire
to a rap.
ass.
Wait,
Be careful what you wish
Oh.
for.
can't.
Call me Lil Whitey.
It could evolve and do precisely that and cause necrosis of the ass.
That is a phrase.
How did you
I
know
heard it
want
that?
here
that on a
first,
t-shirt.
folks. Coronavirus causes necrosis of the ass.
It's fine. I got my HPV shot. We're good.
But that's the one that gives you autism.
All of them do, Matt.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You need peppermint oil. What are you doing?
Anyway, I got my beaten stick, so like.
That's right. Good. Beat the virus out of him.
Okay,
Not
so
the
you're back at the
oil.
monastery of St. Elric. What do you all want to do here?
So I want to
Ella
see if
Baelar's
any
like, the fuck you doing back here, bitches?
our best.
We came by just to let you know that we made it there and back.
Good, good. I'm glad you're safe. What was his voice again? Good,
Sound,
good. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Unfortunately, we didn't happen to meet with my father, but we're going on a mission for the dragons there.
The dragons sent you on a mission.
Well, specifically one.
Intriguing. Do tell if it's not too invasive of me to ask. Sorry, invasive of me to ask.
We're going to the Indigo Woods, right, for multiple reasons.
Ye.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what they are, because I know there's a door, or not a door there, but
A relic.
a relic there.
There
There's
is
the
a
item
door
we
there.
need.
There's a relic behind a door.
Oh shit! We need the
And-
keyblade.
You have the key.
And-
You just got it from the conquest.
Oh,
Just duct tape it to a blade. We're fine.
can I use it as a boomerang?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
deals
God.
negative 1d4 damage.
Ah, shit!
Really
Sick.
bad.
Chuck it at the
I
back of
need healing.
teammate's
Throw
head.
that key at me right now.
You got it!
Minimum 0.
Oh. Wait, but what's the maximum?
Also 0. Because it's
Oh.
negative 1d4, so it can't ever be above that.
Yeah.
Not negative 1d4 plus your strength mod, just negative 1d4.
Oof. Shame.
Question though to the party: did he tell us why we were supposed to get this item for him?
Scry.
He believes that it will give the metallic dragons an upper hand against the chromatics in the war to come.
But he didn't explain how, right?
He did
Scrying.
explain what it did. The true
Yeah.
What it
scrying
did.
of it.
But not how he's
But-
gonna use it.
It's a relatively straightforward leap to make that they could use it to predict or to learn the chromatic dragon's next moves. You know, they scry on this dragon, the dragon cannot evade it, and so they learn that, oh, the dragon is going with this section of the Danish army to attack Litterast again, because they lost their foothold there. Boom, plans revealed.
Possibly
Um,
scry on the King of Dain himself. I don't know. Just saying.
It's for our friend Ted, who we made while we were up
Tad.
there. Tad?
Tad.
Our friend Tad.
He gave us a Tad talk.
Shut up! You son of a bitch!
I'm gonna rip that eye out of your head, Jeff.
I don't. What? No, it's gone already.
No, one of
You've
the
got
2 that
two
you
left.
own.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pick one of them. I'm taking one of them out.
Get the melon baller.
No, I thought that was actually quite good. I appreciated that.
Oh God, don't.
Jeff,
Yes.
you get 100 bonus experience.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck you.
I'm the DM, bitches.
No, not you, him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, you're fine. We can't
You're
say anything
fine.
to you.
you're damn right.
We're collecting a scrying item for the metallics.
Ah,
So they had all agreed. From what we understood, they all agreed to join my father in the war that's happening to stop it. It's gonna
That
be
is
a way.
impressive. The dragons haven't done much in terms of acting on their own accord in living memory. There are 1 or 2 that don't live near here that have dabbled a wee bit in human affairs, but for the most part, they've all stayed here, secluded and not intervened. That's quite some feat your father has accomplished.
Us Lightfalls have a way with words. But more importantly, I need to talk to you.
Yes, please, feel free. Is it, do you mean in private?
Yes.
Very well, we can retire to my chambers then, if that's acceptable to you.
Hell yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay, he leads you back towards a familiar building, the rectory, in which you have stayed before, but he leads you through a corridor that you hadn't gone to when you all were sleeping there. He pulls a ring of keys out from under his robe and unlocks a door, which leads to a hallway with several rooms branching off of it, and one at the very end, kind of directly opposite the entrance. Another key comes out, and he clicks the lock on that, swings it open, and you can see what is, while resplendent for priests' quarters, still somewhat bare as far as, you wouldn't expect. They're not the lodgings of a nobleman or a duke or anything like that. But they're nice enough. There's a very fine four-poster bed. There are a few religious tapestries adorning the walls, and a very nicely carved mahogany desk with a quill and an ink pot set upon them, and a few reams of parchment. A couple of chairs, and a decent hearth. He gestures for you to sit in one of the chairs. He closes the door behind you as you enter and locks it, puts the keys away, and sits down across from you. We are
While
away from prying eyes and ears here. What would you talk with me about?
while we were descending the mountain, I had a vision.
His eyes kind of widen. A vision.
I spoke with Torm.
He leans in very not super close to you because there's several feet between the chairs, but as close as he can lean in the chair and goes directly.
Yes.
You heard him.
Yes.
And you saw him?
Again, yes. It's
one moment, and he stands up very abruptly, leans over, gets a large book and a big piece of parchment, and brings over the quill and the ink, and dips and begins very ready to write down everything you say. This
Nice.
must be chronicled.
He spoke to me, and he said that I am to make a new order.
A new
I carry
order, he says, kind of alternating between looking at you incredulously and scratching quill to paper.
I carry the axe, the one that you had sent us to go retrieve.
You do, yes.
And he said, I forget the actual name of the first Jesus. You had a special name for it, and I cannot remember it. I'm sorry. Aegis.
They did not give a particular name for that person, but
right, but it was the title, the Jesus.
Yeah, it's not quite Jesus level. It's it's like
it was a chosen lad.
Disciples.
Yeah, it'd be like if you were talking
Prophets.
Catholic Church, the Aegis would probably be actually this isn't even really. Imagine a pseudo-Catholic church where maybe each cardinal has an associated branch of the Knights of Columbus or some the Swiss Guard or something like that, right?
Right.
They would be the leader of that Knights of Columbus or Swiss Guard chapter.
Yeah. He says that because I carry the axe of the first Aegis and because I have proven myself, he wants me to start a new order to protect this world in this chaos that has evolved.
That is a noble calling, Illiya. One that likely means that you should find a new title beyond that of Bellator. I will not presume to say what it should be, but think on it. Creating an order is an immense undertaking, but one... Well, he's Torm, of course I agree with him, but I must agree with our god. I think you are well suited for it, and ready. You have proven yourself. Clearly, you have the axe. You've done many incredible things already, and I'm sure this is only the start.
I don't even know where to start with all of this.
You
Where-
start by... Well, it helps to have a location. I know you're on the move, but a monastery like this one allows people a place to go. People need a place to worship, to gather. If you have warriors under your command, they need a place to train, to take their barracks and their rest. So a location helps. However, it's not strictly necessary. I have heard of orders of traveling monks and priests, and these do decently well, although their strengths tend to be in evangelizing and spreading the word more than in building a consistent following. You should take
Right.
a Book of Torm with you wherever you go. When you enter a town, you should, attempt to visit any churches, especially of friendly deities, and teach the word of Torm to them. As you well know, Illiya, it is not like Christianity in that somebody can only have like one faith in this world. You can absolutely
Right.
worship many gods. If you are a priest or especially if you're like a cleric, the class, then you're expected to have a primary deity. But even among them, you can accept the influence and the power of other gods. So certainly, like many priests and other clergy that would run a church in a small town or a city would be amenable to you teaching the word of your god within their walls. That wouldn't necessarily bring up any conflict,
Right.
unless the deity was, opposed to Torm.
Literally Satan.
Yeah.
I might have a place in mind for this, but would how do I even talk to the church about doing this?
The church, meaning the higher parts of the organization.
Yes. Would I get in trouble for this? I don't.
No. Typically, it's actually a rather informal process. You can go through particular channels, and you would send a letter to what was the name of the head of the church? Gleaming Gauntlet or something like that, but in Latin. I think it was Gleaming Gauntlet. You would send a letter to the Gleaming Gauntlet asking for a charter. He and his scribes would write one up, sign it, seal it with the Gauntlet's sigil, and send it back to you. At that point, you would have an official, sanctioned way of proving the legitimacy of your church. However, to the common man, that doesn't matter as much. You can kind of hold off on that step if it's inconvenient for you at any particular time, and wait until later. You can build the building and begin collecting a congregation before this. Most folks you'll find in the streets don't care if you have a piece of paper saying that your church is sanctioned. The fact that you've consecrated it and you have religious iconography and works in dedication to Torm should be enough. Another point, and this will happen slowly, especially with a new order. You'll want to build up a library of sorts of the teachings of Torm. Out of character, you would likely find someone to hire to do that for you.
Right.
As with a few others of these, like, general tasks of
I
managing
ain't no
order.
teacher.
Right. Performing
you,
miracles is an excellent way of getting people to see the power of your god without having to wax philosophic.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
Acting as a healer and producing your sigil of Torm as you do this would be plenty.
Alright. Thank you.
You'll
This
likely
is
find with your kind of notoriety. Oh, one more thing. You'll likely find with your kind of, I shouldn't say notoriety, fame, is that you likely have some folk willing to follow you already.
Thank you very much for your help.
Of course. In fact, I wonder. Make a general charisma check for me.
Dirty 20?
Oh yeah. You know, I find myself invested in your success. I'd like to present you with something. It's... If you ever need my help, if you ever need advice or information or perhaps leads on where you might find more followers willing to join your order, use these. And he stands up and he goes over to his desk again and he pulls a drawer open and he pulls from out of it a velvet cloth that is wrapped around something that you can't see, and pulls out a second that is similar in size and shape.
Sending stones?
Oh! Oh, shit!
He brings them over and he hands one to you and he says, "Unwrap it." And as you do so, you see this massive pale blue crystal with one surface is like polished to a mirror sheen, and the other is clouded like raw quartz. And he opens his as well, and he speaks the command word and says "Nuncio," and the crystal. The mirrored surface on his begins to glow, and a moment later on yours as well, and you can see his face kind of swim up in the stone. He whispers into his stone, "Greetings, Cyana." And the face on yours...
What?
"Greetings, Cyana." Not Cyana, Illiya. Gosh. Words
She's
are
not
hard.
here right now. Click.
What?
Christine was reacting the most, and I was like looking at that, and I was like, "Cyana, yeah, of course."
Sorry. Nick did a funny.
Oh lord.
That's all.
Sorry, stream. You're gonna see the chat for a second.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
Oh no.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
boy.
couldn't help laughing.
Oh boy. All
I
right.
am sorry.
I hope that was visible in the stream. I really do. Like,
Yeah.
to the point that you could read it or see it. All right. So, you have a pair of sending stones. Cordless sending stones, as Demystify points out.
Wait, a pair, or do I have the one and he has
You
the other?
have the one, and he has the other.
Yeah. Walkie-talkie to a new dad!
Wait.
I'm just collecting dads!
Wait.
Well,
That's a different game.
That's a different game.
Sure.
No, stop! That was a character!
Oh, okay.
No!
We got a new
Oh, shit!
Joe.
It's Zenith! I have Gerald and Zenith now!
Oh god.
Oh man.
I'm collecting all the dads! Rodrigue can fuck off!
I don't know. I'll have to practice my setup voice. I don't know how good I am at it.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Illiya, I have
Playing
something
is
to
gotten us
ask you.
lost in the ball pit at McDonald's and we don't know how to get out.
Hold on.
Yeah. It's fine.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll get there. I'll change his voice so it's Seth's voice, okay?
Excellent.
I
Recently,
appreciate everything about you.
You're welcome.
Recently, I've noticed some students showing up in the infirmary with cases of third eyes.
Recently, I've noticed some students showing up in the infirmary with cases of third eyes.
Get on that.
I'm worried this mysterious sickness
We'll
will
get
spread
there.
the plane. Please get to the bottom of this post haste.
Please
Time
get
to
to the
break
bottom
out my
of this
trident.
post-haste. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hell yeah.
There's a bit of practice to do, and I'll have to play it some more. It's kind of hard to
This
do when
is
it's
a
not like
good
fresh in my
day.
mind and I haven't practiced it. All right.
Ow.
Good shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he unlocks the door and gestures for you to leave before him so he can lock up. Alrighty. Anything else you all want to do while you're at St. Elric's?
While Illiya is talking to people about her new job as an evangelist, Jeff is going to be going around asking people if they have any spare corn.
You get a bunch of no's here.
Oh well, worth a shot.
Excuse
don't have
me,
any-
sir, can you spare a corn?
Can you spare me your corn?
Please, sir, I want some corn.
I've got two friends who have never had popcorn before, and I need to fix its stat.
It could be 3, Jeff.
Could be. You never know.
Good. Well,
Unfortunately, you
I-
get a bunch of no's because it is not the right climate for that, and
Oh,
corn
no,
is
you're
not
right.
one of the
I bet
things they
Mr.
grow around the shrine.
I bet Mr. Clanky hasn't had popcorn. You're probably right about that.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
gonna look at Illiya as she
Why are
leaves
you
the building. Sorry. Yeah, you know.
What? What happened?
Nothing. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Good. Good.
How did your meeting go?
A lot better than I expected, actually. He was.
That's good.
He was very supportive of this new order that I'm about to make.
Well, we can't exactly evangelize throughout the continent. We are stuck up here in the Ulvengart Range.
It's fair.
I see.
Why are you stuck up here?
More by choice than anything else.
By choice?
Yes, it was a, well, the first Aegis was up here on a mission. His work took him to the northern stretches of the Ulvengart Range to deal with a bit of a monstrous problem. There were several cockatrices besetting a nearby village. The village is since gone. They have moved on. But once completing his work, the Aegis set up a shrine here. The shrine from which you fetched his axe. From that shrine grew a small number of followers, and over the next several decades, we established the church. And since then, it has been our job to protect travelers on the road and ensure that things don't get too out of hand in this area. We've never seen fit to leave, as while the work may not be the most helpful for large numbers of people, we find the work we do is very much appreciated by those few who travel here.
I think we certainly appreciated it.
And so we have a purpose here. No
Fair
reason
enough.
to leave just yet.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Oh, the white
Good.
cheddar popcorn.
Yes, the best kind of popcorn.
That's that good stuff.
It's really good.
Mm-mm.
Kenny, were you doing something?
Yes, I was.
I was eating popcorn.
Shut up.
She found it.
She grew a corn.
Guys, I don't
Wow.
have coronavirus.
Magic corn.
Oh, yay!
Hey, grats.
cool.
There was a mild scare because one of my coworkers' kids goes to the same daycare as somebody who was a suspected case. But they tested negative, so
Good.
we good.
That's good.
Well, that's cool. I'm gonna see if any of the monks have any rare oils or unguents for my spell components.
How much did you need?
A lot.
How much
I
do
need-
you have?
I need 1,000 total. I currently have 380 gold's worth.
I think we can supply you with the remainder.
Oh, that's a lot. Are you sure?
It will likely clean out our stock, though.
I don't want to do that to you if that's gonna be an inconvenience.
No, it's all right. It's simply. Would you mind paying a slight premium on it to cover the cost of the inconvenience of replenishing our stock?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Gotta
Very
pay
well.
for that healthcare.
Then for 800 gold, we'll give you the remaining 620 gold's worth.
You got.
He sends a couple of the lower-ranking priests to go and fetch it, and they come back with like urns full of the stuff, like 4 or 5 of them.
You get like a gift box of soap samplers.
I am the Bed Bath and the Beyond.
Oh no!
Oh lord!
Oh, I want that on a crop top hoodie.
It's all right.
Why that
I'm-
specifically?
Because it's a good fashion choice. Look it up.
I'll
All
take
right.
your word for
I
it.
I
I
fully
think
agree.
that this episode needs to be retitled Bed Bath and BionDnD.
Oh,
Correct. Give
dude,
yourself
merch.
100 bonus XP.
Yeah.
That was a sick pun. You earned the bonus XP for yourself.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think it might even be better than the last one. So I'll say you get 150 bonus XP.
Ah!
Did we ever get our XP for last session, by the way?
No
I think
idea.
so.
I don't think we did.
Oh, well.
We don't have to worry about that right now.
I'm just gonna flip a little 10,000 into my add XP box and click submit.
That's
Alright, we're good. Let's go.
definitely not it.
I teleport Jeff
That
500 feet into the
jeez.
air.
Jeff loses 2 levels.
Your suggestion. Hey man, you want to go for a swim without taking your armor off?
No! No!
It's very hot out. Let's go for a swim. Come on.
It'll keep you safe from the piranha, Jeff. Let's
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you
get-
didn't, because there's a message from you saying how much XP did we get? I forgot. And then the next thing I sent was, motherfucker, I'm the worst. Which was when I was telling you that
Okay.
I was in Montreal on vacation and there wasn't a
Military.
session that night because I was the worst and forgot to tell you all in advance.
Hey man.
Well, that's fine. We can
Shut
figure
up.
that out later.
The next session was the one where you all died, so I should have called this death. Damn. Past
Oh.
me was so smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just give us the XP before you kill us.
Why? I could give it to your new characters and give them a leg up.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
that's
what?
smart.
That's a good deal. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. That's a good deal.
There's a lot of good ideas in this session. And
I
I'm here
am a
for it.
benevolent god. Alright, so, anything else you all want to do while at St. Elric's? We've got oils,
if
we've got
you have any- I
ungulates,
guess-
we've got orders, we've got no corn.
Dang it! That's the one thing I wanted. Are we like spending the night here or something?
If you want. We got
That's
there
what-
relatively early in the day, so you could get maybe like a little bit more than or a little bit less than a half a day's travel if you left.
I mean,
whatever.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to the dude about church stuff.
Since you have sending stones, you can do that at any time.
That is true.
I'm real excited about this.
They're pretty fucking cool, man. They're very
Well, like-
rare in this world.
Well, like it's a little bit ironic because do you remember when I was making Illiya and I'm like, hey, can I have exactly 1/2 of sending stone?
Yep. And I was like, they're really rare here. I don't know if that's. But you're 3 levels higher than. Well, 2.5 levels higher than that now.
Got a new dad! In some roundabout way, it works!
And I guess now you need an Eloise, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. Shit.
You
Wait,
need to
isn't that
collect
just
all
Jeff?
the dads.
What?
Jeff isn't a
You know,
dad.
you're-
Yet.
Do you know something I don't?
No. I don't actually.
Not yet.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you did make that buddy with the, like, Dragonborn squad.
That's true. That's true.
I guess we're friends now.
You
Maybe.
could have a love child.
Do I need to
I was gonna
look
say you
at
could
the
adopt, but
Oh,
there is
that
a
works
war
too.
going on in an orphanage that desperately needs saving.
From
Jasna?
Jasna?
a branded orphanage.
Oh no, you just gave Christine PTSD.
To be fair, that wasn't actually what she was suggesting, as she has told me several times now.
Listen, as a player,
You know, that's fine.
I
That's
am
fine.
both jazzed by the idea and horrified.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate like test of character for your players. Just put an orphanage in front of them with no context and see what they do.
Alright, on your way back southward, you all come upon an orphanage.
Burn it.
Alright.
Wait, no, hold on.
Inscript them.
No, hold on.
14 orphans die in the fire.
How many
and
survive?
Ambition, that's cocked. 8.
Cool, I get dibs on them for my
That-
my new order.
Alright, cool.
We need children for Sunday school.
It's 8. That's exactly a class size in 3 houses.
Ambition appears in front of you, Wartalker just goes, what the fuck, man?
Sup, bro?
They had to
Okay.
die to
This
make
was
way
not
for our
protecting your
ambition.
loved ones.
I have the
Ah,
blue
you know.
lions now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Are
Hey,
you
I
going
didn't
to
love the
kill
orphans'
every last
ambition,
one of them
alright?
if you're the leader
Okay,
of
you
the
know
Blue
what?
Lions?
Actually, I have the golden deer now. We're okay.
There we go.
Okay, wait. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. If we have the blue lines, I think Warthog just caused the tragedy of Dusker, so that might not be the best idea.
Oh
If you have
no!
the blue lions, then.
Alright,
gonna be-
wait,
We have the
Oh,
golden
no.
deer.
let's get back on track. I
Yeah,
love
there's
this as
that
much as the
orphanage.
next, but we should move the story forward. Alright. So, anything else you all actually want to do before leaving and getting your half day of travel?
Yeah, let's go and get a head start and travel.
Cool. Alrighty. So, I won't make you all roll for that. Let's see.
When we have spare time while I'm on the road, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a while and read my book.
Haha, okay. Very good.
You can
That
read.
Aha!
Who
I have
taught
11.
you?
I have an inside of 11. That's enough for basic reading ability.
Well, I was gonna say you have a book, but I'm like, no. See, that's believable. You can read.
Wow! Wow!
Damn.
You have
I'm
a
not-
book and you can read it.
I'm not a barbarian.
It's the Bible. You get credit for trying.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna read my battle mage maneuvers handbook and feel upset that people assume I can't read.
I never said that.
That person assumes you can't read.
I mean, I never said it.
That
Out
people
loud.
assume you can't read.
I
Oh.
I
said it.
never said or thought it.
I
Clanky
said it
clanks
aloud.
surprisedly.
Well, of course I can read, Illiya. Like,
I mean,
What do you-
good for
what do you-
you.
what do you take me for?
A farm boy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're not illiterate. I mean, okay, some of us are illiterate, but not all of us.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Well, cool.
She's happy for you, Jeff. That's,
Exactly.
you know, yeah.
All right, Jeff, make an intelligence check.
Oh crap. 3.
All right.
not really making a case for
You
myself here,
forget how
guys.
to read.
You're just so flustered. You're like, I can do read.
The sword go.
Crap, this chapter doesn't have any pictures in it. Ugh.
Jeff. So the mechanic here is if you make a good enough check on this, I will let you decrease the time you have to spend training when you get back to civilization with these folks by a particular amount. So you can decrease it over time to a certain threshold. But this did not get you any progress towards that.
I'm too flustered to focus because people insulted my intelligence.
Yeah. You have a bit of performance anxiety. It's okay. Happens to everybody.
Well, you know.
All right.
Wow, suddenly you get one vision from God, and suddenly you think you're just the hottest thing ever, telling people they can't read.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just said I was surprised you could.
That implies you didn't think I could.
Have you
Why
ever
are you
read in front of me
surprised?
before?
No.
Jeff, she's still learning about us. I mean, we haven't been together that long. Cut her a break, man. I'm sorry, Illiya. He gets this way, you know, it's the third eye. Oh, wait.
Yeah, there's no that excuse anymore.
Oh, crap,
Is
yeah.
this just how he is?
Well,
Yeah.
I apologize for blowing up at you.
I mean, you don't need to apologize. It's all right.
It is true you haven't been with us very long, and I'm sorry for getting upset. But yes, I can read. Please be aware of this.
All right.
I
I'll
don't
keep
do
that
it
in mind.
often, but I can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
I'll just put the book away for the day because I'm discouraged now.
Oh no!
I
I
don't do
feel
it very
bad.
often. I have an actual book to use as a prop. I need those notes. Shit.
Fuck!
Alright, so... how many days does it take you all to... Actually, so let's not do the, Let me get a survival check from you, Jeff, for each day. So
Okay.
give me 3 to start with.
I hope that's better than my reading ability. Hang on. Ooh, that is actually bad. So the first one is a 9.
It was better than your reading ability, though.
The second one is an 8. And the third one is an 18.
Alright, the first 2 days, you all get lost.
Oh man.
Damn it!
Actually, that's
Going
actually
down
going to
mountains is
result in
hard.
a random encounter.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
Wow,
let's have some fun here. Goblin.
Cat.
Maybe I would have done better if someone didn't insult my intelligence.
By the way, guys, we're talking like
Oh.
full-on random encounter. I am using a generator for this.
Are we in roll 20?
Not
Oh,
yet,
heck.
because I don't know about a thing for this yet.
What are you doing?
There is no.
I'm gonna flip you upside down.
requisite
Deal with it.
Or
Cat.
for this. That's interesting. You guys are level 8, 9,
Nine.
9.
I don't
9.
know.
5.
9.
2.
You know.
Oh no.
Is this gonna be like Tomb of Annihilation where we got the 1% chance for a T-Rex?
No, it's a 100% chance for a T-Rex.
Oh,
Oh,
hell yeah.
thank God.
That just means somebody can learn to wild shape into a T-Rex.
All right, cool.
Oh!
I'll take that.
I don't think I can because there's a CR
Oh,
limit. But
You can polymorph
Eventually.
yourself into a T-Rex.
can polymorph. Yeah.
hell
You
yeah.
can polymorph me into a T-Rex.
And then
And then we can make him bigger.
Yep.
Oh boy. I'm gonna need to find a higher CR monster for you all to fight.
Bring it. I fly away.
Shit!
Yeah.
You guys
You
just
know?
leave Jeff on the ground to go fight the monster.
I can't fly either.
Oops.
I didn't take fly.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
a
no.
pacifist now, y'all. Good luck.
Alternatively,
We're literally pulling out the monster manual.
I mean, alternatively, we could just move on with the story.
Nope.
We don't have to do this.
Nope.
You know what? It'd be like that sometimes.
Well, I mean, you
No,
all might
I
be able to
rolled a
get
nat-
away from this without a full-on fight, but
I
not
rolled
to
a
begin with.
natural 2 on my survival check. Now we must die. I am sorry, everyone. I have let you down.
You're probably not
Hope the
gonna
interview was
die.
figured out.
Probably.
Hey, at least it wasn't a 1.
It was
Then
almost
we
a
would have
1.
outright died.
I rolled a 2 and a 3. It was almost a 1.
Hey, man. You're just that reading comment just really affected you.
I know. I'm so distraught.
I'm
I'm just
so
like, man,
sorry.
my friends think I'm stupid.
Not stupid. A lot of smart people haven't learned how to read certain languages. It happens. Language
This
is
book
hard.
is written in common. Everyone knows common.
I mean, not everyone.
Who doesn't know common?
Kobolds.
Fine, you got me on that one. But like,
one of the ones you all met spoke common.
hey, Montgomery knew common. He was a smart one. He had the potential.
But we don't know if he could read it.
He sounded like he could read.
What's that supposed to mean?
I have a lot of faith in Montgomery. He was cool.
I'm just gonna take a bathroom break while you're setting this up, I guess.
Cool.
You know,
Shouldn't
the
be
first
long.
time we ever encountered kobolds, Cyana lit one on fire.
Wait, really?
Well, okay, it wasn't fire, but she did, like, burn the crap out of him with a heat metal spell, I think, or whatever it was. Made his
that's-
armor really hot.
That's a good spell.
Talk about that.
That was pretty funny, actually.
I guess she feels
You all
bad.
made him think he was
Right, so
made
we're
them
talking
think she
Cyana.
was a god. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
really
we've had some kobolds in, like, in an abandoned temple, and we're talking Cyana teamed up and made them think Cyana was some sort of angry god.
Yep, that sounds like those two.
Yeah, but they took it a little too far and burnt one of the kobolds. He didn't die, though. It was just a... Well, I hesitate to use the term. It was just a prank because it kind of went too far, but...
Yeah, that also sounds like those two.
So, am I here for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
this
what
is just
we
on the
were-
road.
What we were trying to do, we were trying to just kind of like talk them out of there without inciting a fight because we thought they might fight us.
Right.
And so we thought convincing them that she was the god of that temple, having them leave, which was good, it was a good idea.
Yeah, I can see the logic in that.
And then Cyana got really into it
Oh no.
and might have heated up one of their armors a little bit too much and burned one of the poor fellers.
I assume he lived though. Yes.
He did.
Yeah. We friend of ours helped talk them down too, and then yeah, it worked out. It's fine.
All right. Is everybody?
Monastery didn't corn.
Is everybody
Oh,
on
you
roll
wrote
call?
have.
I did write have. I can write and read.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
My brain just
geez.
saw. My brain just saw monastery didn't corn.
Oh,
Monastery didn't have no corn.
Well, it
So
definitely
upset.
didn't corn, so there is that.
That really...
corn is very different.
That really pops my corn. That really steams my vegetables. I said that to my coworker the other day, and he didn't laugh.
Oh, that's...
Is he,
I was very upset
psycho?
with him.
I think that's funnier to me. The laughing at that's a given. Somebody hearing that and just stone faced. That's
we were on the sales floor, so I'm not allowed to swear or anything, because I got to get creative.
okay.
So I was like, that really steams my vegetables. And like, even a customer in the aisle laughed. And I turned to Kyle, and he's just like still doing his thing, and I'm like, laugh at that, it's funny.
No, here's what you said. Here's what you should have said. You should have said that really gargles my monsters, and then he would have laughed.
Yeah, he would have laughed at
I'm
that.
sorry, that really what?
That really gargles my monsters.
The energy drink. All right, we're
Yes. What were you thinking of?
I don't know, monsters in general,
Dire
like kobolds
rats.
and stuff. Yeah, rats.
A whole ass dire rat.
Just
Mm.
no,
Do you think a
it's not.
dire rat tastes better or worse than an insect?
Did you
Probably
cook it?
worse.
If I cooked it, it's meat. It's real meat. I'd probably taste better if I cooked it.
Like, did you fillet and season it and all that?
Here's the question though: what does regular rat meat taste like?
Gamey.
It's pretty gamey, yeah.
I have not had rat before.
I had to eat it once during a particularly hard winter. I mean, it was meat.
Question
fair
is
enough.
this Jeff or Ethan talking?
This is Jeff.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Ethan for a second.
No, I'm
Damn,
not that
bro.
much of. I'm
It
not
was a
that
rough
much
winter,
of a
y'all.
savage.
I thought you were gonna say like, yeah, I tried it while on study abroad.
Wait,
I've never
oh,
been
was
on
there a
study abroad.
vacation?
It was a hard winter, yo.
No, just real quick clarification. Jeff and Ethan, which one can read?
Both.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Checking.
Hey man.
All right. I'm gonna. Before we roll initiative against this giant Hulk on roll 20, I'm just gonna stand in the back and Wartalk in front line for this fight.
Sure. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast you this way.
No,
And
that's
I'm
not
gonna
what I
Eldritch
meant.
Blast you that way.
That's not what I meant. Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome
We
back.
were talking about what you did to those kobolds that one
Look,
time.
I fucking heard you and I told you to shut it. You don't. You bitch.
All right, you guys
We-
make him relive all of his bad moments.
Who?
Ethan.
Oh, him. I heard Hembry for some reason.
That's interesting.
I didn't.
Like that
I didn't
time
know
you
who
just
that
straight
was.
up munched on a Remmerhaz.
I mean,
Well, No, wait. What are we fighting?
A dude.
Cloud giant and a Periton.
Oh.
All
I'm
right.
gonna shoot
so-
that cloud giant, y'all.
Excellent.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm loading in. What?
All right. So, as you all are scraping the tops of the bottoms of the clouds, you come upon a section of the forest where you're completely lost. Ended up going higher in elevation than you expected and happened upon a cloud giant looking for food. And, well, you look like food. So, everybody roll initiative.
It's begun.
13.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll.
I'll do the 20 and above thing in a sec. Anyone over 20? All right. 15 to 18.
18.
10 to 15.
10. I hit a double digit, guys.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I didn't.
This never happens for Illiya. Her initiative is 0.
You did your best.
I always forget too. I'll go from being one character and I'll be like, yeah, initiative, I gotta add it. And I'll look up at Illiya's, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's how my most recent character has been too. He's a dad and a paladin.
5 to 10.
And
Oh, yeah.
he's 0 next. And I keep like when rolling for initiative, I'm just like
0 to
What?
5?
Clanky got 4.
What'd Wartalk get?
3.
What'd Jeff get?
13.
I already asked for 10 to 15. Where were you?
I might have said mine earlier, sorry.
yeah. Anyway, my paladin dad, his legs don't work good.
Same.
Are you
And
playing Derek too?
All right.
No. Well,
Cyana, you're up first.
kind of.
Maybe we could talk to it.
If
If it's hungry, I could just cook it food. And you wouldn't have to eat us.
What do we have to cook?
He-
Bird.
There's a bird in that tree over there.
That is the Periton. It seems to be a pet of his. It is not attacking him, nor he it.
Oh, well, okay. We probably shouldn't cook and feed him his pet bird. I could cook him some rations or something, or we could go find him some deer.
Okay, I have an idea.
All right.
All right. So, my plan is escape. I'm gonna polymorph it. Don't hit it, just run. You
Okay.
good? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. The plan is to polymorph the cloud giant just into a little bunny rabbit.
The little boy.
So it's gonna have to make a I wanna say it's a wisdom save. I'm a bad DM for not remembering. Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Yep. Alrighty.
DC 17.
9.
Bunny rabbit!
His bird is like, "Ah, shit, lunch," and takes
Yeah,
him
for
away.
Wait, no. No, then he'd be a giant.
No, we go. We go now. Bye!
Alright, so you cast that and you dash and you run away.
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck this guy.
I don't know what direction we're running, but that.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
want to fight this.
The Periton will give chase.
That's fine.
So, the cloud giant kind of confusedly stumbles around.
Cool.
Jeff, you're up.
The plan's to run away, right?
Seems
Yes.
like it.
Which direction
Don't
are we?
hit the rabbit.
So
Which direction are we supposed to be going?
Let's not worry too much about direction because I want to stay on this map for the fight with the Periton. But at least as far as like moving your icons goes, but you'll probably run across the bridge like the direction you've been pointing your people.
All right. Well, if we're just booking it, I'm going. Let's see. I'm gonna move to here. I'm going to dash to here, and then I'm going to use my action surge and dash again. So now I'm 5 feet across. So now I'm 5 feet off the map.
And that brings you back here.
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
Pac-Man it.
We're gonna Pac-Man it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretend
Wrap
that
around.
the river and the bridge are not actually a river and a bridge. Once you've Pac-Maned, they're just regular snow.
Oh, I got you. I got you now. Okay. Sorry, I was a little confused, but I got it now.
That's
All right,
okay.
that's my
Put
turn.
Jeff to
I'm
the
just
second
gonna.
power now.
The plan is to run, so I'm just booking it.
Alrighty. P. That's the Periton. Okay, cool. I should just switch to that page now since the Cloud Giant is out of the picture. Alrighty, the Periton will fly after you, Jeff, and it will get its 2 attacks in on you.
Cool.
The first is a gore attack, which it will basically
Ugh.
dive down at you with its antlers and attempt to gore you with them. That is a 16. I'm guessing that misses.
That does in fact miss.
And then Talons.
Clink.
That is a 23.
The 23 does hit, but when he misses with the gore attack, I'm gonna use my reaction to go for a riposte.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. So another D8. There you are. That deals a lot damage. Okay, that deals 15 slashing damage to the bird
Okay.
thing.
It deals 7 points of piercing damage to you in return.
Weak.
Alright, Illiya, you're up.
Periton, weak. I run a lot. Let's see, I can get.
Oh, sorry. It was diving, so it actually gets its extra 2d8.
Shouldn't have made fun of it.
That's an extra 10 points of piercing damage.
I really shouldn't have made fun of it. Ow. Alright, now I'm slightly bothered.
Okay, I run all the way over here.
Alrighty. You are not yet Pac-Man.
Soon.
Clanky.
Hold on, I got to tab back to the map. Sorry, I tabbed away.
All good.
Clanky, reversal special. Yeah. All right, I want Clanky to grab me and dimension
Launch you.
door,
Okay, that works too.
and he's gonna land here and drop me here.
One
But
Pac-Man or many
looping.
Pac-Mans?
Yeah, one Pac-Man.
Okay.
One Pac-Man. Ooh, not. Yeah, one Pac-Man. Pac-Man.
All right.
All right, and then that's his turn.
Okay, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Pew pew. Jeff, you watch as Wartalk, like Clanky, just bamfs into existence right in front of you,
No!
and drops Wartalk, who finger guns and just blasts the Periton.
Oh,
The first one's gonna be a 27 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
No, actually, that's too high to hit.
God, I freaking shoot his feathers off and deal no damage to him.
You Pac-Man your attack roll. How did you do that?
It deals 10 damage, and I would like the full shove.
Okay. He is
So-
shoved back 10 feet, so he gets to be...
Well, I'm a sorcerer of the sea now, so it's 25 feet.
Nice.
Hey!
Jeez, great.
Alright.
Deluxe.
25
then-
feet as he is just blasted
Just
for 10 points of Eldritch energy.
Yes.
and then the next one's gonna be 25 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
Jesus.
And that's gonna be 13 damage and friggin' shove the nerd.
Alright, he is looking seriously hurt. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's almost in Cyana's range again. And by the way, Cyana, it's your turn.
I brought you a present.
Uh,
Sorry.
thanks. I guess you said it's looking seriously hurt.
Yeah. Like,
You
a
know
Jeff
what?
hit would kill it.
Okay. Tell you
That-
what.
Sounds like you need to give this thing some candy.
I do. Not only that, but I mean, if I roll a 6, I'm fucked. But I kind of want to do a reckless cast on this one.
Nice. Do it.
So
do it.
first, I'm gonna roll to see if it hits.
Yep.
Just do it level 1. Oh, that's not good. I don't think that hits. That's an 11.
No. Not a particularly high armor class, but that does not manage to hit.
It's just
Alright.
that's two.
Run, I got it.
The cloud giant goes up to you and tries to bite at you.
It's funny.
Rude!
That's
Oh,
a
but-
17.
That actually hits me.
Oh no!
Pet
Take-
it.
1 point of piercing damage.
You need to make a con save to maintain concentration from your 1 health damage.
I maintain concentration.
You
I'm
succeed.
yeah. I rolled a natural 15.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Alright, Hefe.
I'm going to continue the plan of running, although I see the bird is now in range of Cyana, so maybe that's not the best idea.
I'll be fine. Maybe.
Should I just keep
I'm
going
here.
then? Oh yeah, I guess Illiya's covering you. Yeah, I'll just run. I'm just going to
Illiya's
continue to
finally
dash.
Alrighty.
So I get to here with like 1x1 screen wrap.
Yep.
So
you
I'm like
just
65 feet off the map.
keep sprinting past Clanky, who kind of ducks out of your way as you go past, onto the knot bridge,
Yes.
Looks like a bridge, but isn't since you Pac-Maned.
Also, I'm gonna second wind because that bird hurt me and it sucked.
Okay.
Pansy.
I get 15 health back, which
Alrighty.
is
The Periton is going to fly at you,
Keep thinking
Cyana.
you're gonna say parrot.
I think I'm saying it right. Periton? I don't know.
I know, you might be. Predictive language, I keep
That's
thinking
fair.
you're gonna
Yeah, because
say
the first
parrot.
syllable is parrot.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Parrot.
bird.
Yeah. The
Angry
big-ass
bird.
antler bird. It does not get its dive attack since it's not flying up high enough. But it will try and attack you. That is a 10.
Nope.
Or an 11, rather. That misses. The second one,
Still
however, is an 18.
Okay, yeah.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That's
Okay, I
5,
maintain concentration.
and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and it's going to end its turn next to Wartok.
Ah!
oh,
It flies past you, Cyana, as it dives down, quickly tries to gore you with its antlers, failing that, rakes at you with its talons, and then flies past you. Because of
Yeah.
its flyby ability, you
Flyby,
do not get
yeah.
an attack of opportunity.
I understand. I
Alrighty.
know.
Cool. So Wartok, there is now a Periton right next to you,
Sick.
and it is Illiya's turn.
I got 2 questions for you.
Question number 1.
If I pick up Cyana and she does not resist me, does that count as an action?
Yes, and your speed will be halved.
Damn it.
you
Okay.
technically be considered a grapple, I guess.
She's fine.
It's gonna heft you onto my back and start running.
Actually, I'll say that you can make it a bonus action.
Cool.
You know, I could probably make myself into a horse, yo.
Yeah,
Well,
they
doesn't
can't
that-
turn into animals.
It doesn't break concentration.
You're right.
True, it don't.
Okay, I'm just gonna start running then.
Alrighty.
Get me here. I dash.
Alrighty. Cool. Clanky.
Clanky punch.
Clanky! Punch!
Spider
It's
kick.
gonna go on that side. That dropped. Hold on. Oh, crap. 14.
Show me your claws. 14 hits.
All right. 10 bludgeoning.
Alrighty. He's not quite dead yet.
Okay. He's gonna
He's not
use
dead yet.
his other fist. That's 9.
That misses.
Dang it, Clanky.
Yeah, unfortunately. Clanky connects with the first one, but then the Periton flies up and out of the range of his second attack.
Okay. That's his turn. Sorry.
Alrighty, Wartok, you're up.
Okay. Cyana,
Mm-hmm.
you want me to punch the bird? Or do you want to go?
Just get rid of the bird.
All right. I'm gonna take a step away.
Okay. Yeah, since it's so close to death, it is going to use an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that will be 22.
Let me check. Yep. No, that hits.
9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Weak.
Oh wait, no, not 0. 50. No, we're fine. Good. Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
14 damage.
Poof. Feathers.
All right, it's gone. Run, guys.
Oh, yep.
Alright. You can escape
Polymorph.
the remaining cloud giant with ease. So that
Yeah.
will end this
Cloud
combat.
bunny.
The cloud bunny with ease. So that will end this combat. As you all are escaping, you hear the giant bellow about a minute later. Polymorph lasts just a minute,
Oh,
right? Or is
it
it an hour?
It lasts
no,
an hour.
it's an hour.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of
Ha!
something else.
Get fucked.
Alright, you don't hear the cloud giant bellow anything. You are well gone by the time it is turned back into a cloud giant.
God. Do you know how badly I want to just like football punt it?
That would
Probably
have
badly.
turned it
It
back to a
would've-
cloud giant. We would have died.
Yeah, it
I
would have
know
moved
it
like
would've.
5 feet and it would have been a cloud giant again. Y'all wouldn't have died. You could have taken on a cloud giant.
No, see, here's what would have happened.
So
Illiya would
badly.
have punted it into the air, and then I would have just skeet shoot and just bang bang, and then it would have taken
Yeah.
fall damage and died.
Yeah, see, exactly.
You actually probably could have found a way to push it off a cliff.
Into
So
the river.
funny story about that. In another campaign,
Oh no.
there was I don't exactly remember what it was. It was some sort of guardian that we polymorphed into a chicken and then actually pushed off a cliff.
Nice.
The poor
Of
chicken.
course. Of course, it was not a chicken for very long, but this is a thing that did happen.
The poor chicken.
There will definitely
And if-
come a chance when Warthog is able to push things off of a cliff,
Right.
especially now that he
Yeah.
can move things 25 feet with one of those blasts.
Yeah.
Can
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
fly,
yeah.
motherfucker?
Wait, did we miss out on XP by not chucking a rabbit off a cliff?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Crap.
No, we have to go back.
Nope. too
I
late.
need the XP.
You are well more than an hour past.
Yeah. No.
Jeff, what is XP?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. My head hurts. Let's go on.
Are you
Good
still having
cover.
side effects?
Maybe. There's only like a few days ago since I got that thing taken out of my noggin.
You know, that's actually pretty fair. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we can give you a pass this time.
I
Point,
keep-
Jeff.
I keep thinking of things like leveling up and XP and action economy. I don't know what any of those phrases mean.
Pretty sure you're making up words.
Are you
They
like
come to
going
me in my
crazy or
dreams.
something?
Oh wait, are these
No,
from
maybe.
that book you're reading?
No, I didn't get very far
It's
Looks
a
like
earlier.
the
super
devil's
meta
work.
book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Alright.
But okay, so you all continue on your way, and Jeff, go ahead and make another survival check for me for the 4th day.
I hope this is better.
You can
Couldn't
do
be
it.
much worse.
Okay, it was. It's a 14.
Two.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say worse.
Yeah.
All right. I think since you had 2 bad days, though, you're not quite gonna be at the next point yet. So make another one for me.
Oh man, having to make all these checks to keep living, it's hard. This one's a 15.
Okay, cool. So you get back on track, and you're finally making good progress again. And you're reaching the foot of the mountains again. You're making your way out of the Ulvengart Range. And on this the fifth day, Cyana, you begin to feel something a bit different. As you're in this kind of ecotone between the Mountain Duchy and the Grasslands Duchy, a wind blows across the plain on which you find yourselves, or this like low plateau at the foot of the mountains, and you can kind of feel this liminality, these winds of change, as you're in this region, and you swear you can hear the voice of the Raven Queen on that wind, urging you on. that now might be the time.
You guys, we gotta stop right now.
Okay.
What?
Any
see
particular reason
something?
why?
Drawing up my circle immediately.
Ah, I see.
Oh, magic. Mumbo jumbo. I'll just step back and watch this happen.
Jeff immediately jumps the fuck out of the way.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Cyana, remind me, you have a brooch or a symbol that is the raven, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I have a feather of hers.
Yeah. That begins to emanate a warmth, but at the same time a chill.
Ring ring, death is calling. Does it respond to my touch in any way, or?
It shivers a little when you take it in your hand.
All right.
How do you plan on
Chills.
dying?
Oh.
This is me asking, not the Raven Queen. But
You know, it really should be though.
maybe it is. Maybe it is.
I am a strong, independent goddess. You're my mate.
You know, that's right. We don't. There aren't any. Dead people around. There aren't any dead people around.
Don't worry. We can change that.
I volunteer.
Cyana,
No.
make a history check.
Hold up. I'm gonna get my special dice out for this.
Oh, snap.
Special dice didn't fail! That's like a natural 19 plus something or other.
Cool.
21 total.
You've been microdosing with that nightshade.
Yeah?
That would do the trick. Your mind kind of wanders to it as you hear that question posed in your head.
Don't be so excited about it. Oh, God.
Cyana?
Yes?
What's going on? Can we help?
You could, but I don't think that you would enjoy it.
What?
I think I have to die.
Huh?
No. No.
No.
What? No. What the heck is going on?
Fuck, out of character, this is not what I was prepared
Frankie,
for.
gives you a hug,
Yeah.
just pats you on the back.
Oh, thank you,
Restrain
Frankie.
her.
Thank you.
He
No.
doesn't let go.
No. Yeah.
Pat Clanky. No, you remember what Travian said, right?
Yes.
Did I have my third eye for that?
You did. You don't remember that. Sorry, Jeff. Okay.
Oh.
So, Jeff,
Uh-huh.
the long story short is I have been working on this spell to reincarnate the dead.
Uh-huh.
The Olvari were well aware of this magic and couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work as normal. They suggested that quite possibly the only way to move forward was for the caster to be the guinea pig.
But wait. What?
And I hold up the feather. I just got an instant message from the Raven Queen telling
Are you sure that wasn't spam?
she asked me how I wanted to die.
That doesn't
Okay.
sound right.
We can play in this space, but let's have a backup in order, I guess.
Yeah, like what if this doesn't work and you like die for real?
How many diamonds does everyone have?
I think I already gave you mine.
I don't have any.
Shit.
0.
Fuck.
I already gave you mine.
Damn it! I only have
Is it-
100.
We
We
don't have a
need
backup plan if
300.
this doesn't work.
Does anyone have electricity?
No.
Hold on, let me
Defibrillation
check
has
my.
definitely not been discovered yet.
Does anybody have shocking grass?
It also doesn't restart
I
hearts,
think I have
unfortunately.
lightning lure.
I don't know if that's good enough.
I don't know.
There,
I
is
think
this important enough to you to where if you actually die from this, is it going to be worth it?
I think the leap of faith is worth it. I think that's the whole point.
I want to just real quick shout, sort of shout, just kind of turn around, look up. Hey, ambition. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here, buddy, friend, pal.
Make a
I'm gonna
make a charisma check.
I have high charisma, don't I? Oh, yeah.
You should.
17.
The energy here feels familiar. What is it, Warthog?
So my friend, she's wanting to kill herself so she can not be dead. Sounds stupid, I know. Just wondering if you think that's gonna be okay, or if there's anything you can do to help.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. The hand disappears. She will be fine.
I'm gonna put my hand on
Alright.
Cyana's shoulder now.
Your
And
loved
say-
ones are not in danger.
The what ones?
Your loved ones are not in danger.
Okay. I just wanna.
Well, mortal danger.
Yeah, no, like not from the. Okay. You're sure? Like, not to question you or anything. I trust you and all that, but it's kind of a tense moment
I
and
have
all.
spoken.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
All right. Well, sorry for the sudden, but you understand, I'm sure. Sorry. Yeah.
do.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TAD talk.
Tad talk has totally become a thing here, isn't it?
With
It
that
is.
I
said,
think it's
yes.
my war talk.
Shut up.
Nice.
Gonna put my hand on Cyana's shoulder and say, if you think you can do this, I trust you to do this. And I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Okay.
I'm gonna come out of it and say, all right, Kaina,
Mm-hmm.
I got a mug, get a little something, and then put it. How much nightshade do I need?
How many doses? Well, it'll take 4 doses.
Okay, let me see how much I have.
I'm going to use Atarax to cast Calm Emotions on myself because I'm freaking out right now.
I've got
Now
5.5
that is
doses.
some good RP.
All right, 4 doses are gone.
All right, I'm gonna put 4 doses in.
You all see Atarax like glow with a warming light. Any of the rest of you can also touch it to gain the effects of this just this once.
Jeff, don't worry. She's got this. It's fine.
Oh.
I mean, I can't say that I'm not nervous, but
You better touch the sword then. Maybe it'll help a little bit.
Jeff
I will.
holds Atarax out and like all of you just rest your hands upon it.
All right. My circle drawn up.
I'm like on standby with fucking spare the dying like they're a defibrillator.
Clear.
Bzzzt.
Oh god. Like I have to have faith that this is going to work.
It's gonna be fine.
But just on the off chance that it doesn't, just know that I love all of you so much.
Kinda. You know that's mutual. Also, if you die, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to use the
Understood.
I'm
second.
tracking you back.
I'm going to use the second casting of calm emotions on myself to calm my emotions more. Yeah, I know that doesn't work normally, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Yep.
Alright. Bottoms up.
Good. You got this, kinda. You got this. Wait.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna let my friends watch me die.
Downing
Wait.
the poultice of Nightshade, Cyana holds still for a moment until you see the color begin to kind of
Oh
drain
god.
from her face. Her extremities begin to turn a bluish purple color. She falls. If it weren't for the pallor
Oh
of her skin and the failure of her chest to rise with her breath,
Oh, I hate this.
it would look like she was sleeping. But she isn't. Cyana has died.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
The three of you sit watching her for moments,
You're gonna kill Nick like this.
mere seconds in reality, but they are drawn out to what seems like agonizing eons. Cyana,
Hi.
your eyes groggily open. The lids seem heavy, your every movement slow, like your limbs are passing through molasses.
Ugh.
You hear a voice in your ear. Not in your head, as it usually is, but a whisper in your ear. Just this once, child, but you must hurry. And a raven
Okay.
feather deposits itself upon your shoulder. You feel resolved, but still sluggish and slow. You begin to trudge forward and take in your surroundings. It is not dissimilar to where you just were moments ago, but even the memory of that is fading fast. The greens of the grass and the leaves of the trees, the bright blue of the sky, all of them leaving your memory, even as you're trying to grasp onto them, replaced by these dull, muted colors. Dead, grayish grass, bare trees, and a bleak sky. Around you, what little vegetation remains is but sparse shrubberies and dying bushes and trees. Rubble, stone and wood here and there dots the landscape. And as you walk, you can hear the wind wailing, a sad, mournful tone. Only a few steps in and you see the first denizen you will encounter in this space.
Oh.
A a ghostly, spectral figure wandering in the middle distance, aimlessly moving to and fro. And then another, and another, as you trudge past them. It is difficult even to muster the strength to speak. You keep your eyes on the path before you, and as you look where your feet are leading you, you find yourself peering upward at a mound. Not quite a mountain, but larger than a hill, but unnatural looking. Just rising straight from the ground with nothing else around it to indicate a hilly terrain or anything of the kind. And you see something floating in the sky above that mound. It's you.
Oh, ha.
Your
Oh, fuck.
body, suspended in air,
Mm.
sinks slowly towards the mound, which, as you look closer, you can tell it is a bubbling pit of tar. Leading
Okay.
up to it is a stone pathway lined with several large arches. As you near this place, the souls of the lost grow more and more dense. You go from seeing one every few steps to tens, dozens, hundreds even, milling about this endless wasteland, suspended in some sort of limbo. As you pass particularly close to a group of them, you hear a low, silent wail. Free us.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to be necessarily directed at you, just wailed into the void. Cyana, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You have guidance, I think.
I guess I do? Maybe? Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So that is... Oh, why is math so hard? That is a 17.
Okay. You mill through these vast seas of lost souls as you draw closer to the pathway. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them.
Oh,
Make an
God.
insight check for me.
Nobody's been able to pass on in several hundred years, have they? That is a 15 plus 9. Okay, so
Yeah.
24.
What Christine has just said, Cyana now knows for fact.
Oh,
As she
fuck.
looks about, she realizes that, at least for those in Eluvin, there is no afterlife. They are damned to wander this pitiless waste. No rest, not even eternal torment for the damned, just wandering, without anywhere to go, without any recollection. And as she peers among the groups, she can see, it seems as though some of these groups are more wild, more detached from whatever semblance of a soul they used to have. It seems reasonable, she deduces, that the longer one is in here, the more mad one becomes, the more
Get out.
inhumane, the more pure energy, pure emotion they become. echo than a soul. Some of them seem freshly dead, making almost coherent babblings, looking with something resembling intelligence or awareness at you as you pass. Others just wail a soul-piercing, pitiful thing. Every now and then, you misplace a step or two and find yourselves in a group of one of these older souls, and they lash out at you. But you feel protected by something. That raven feather that deposited itself on your shoulder when you entered glimmers each time you take a blow, and you feel the damage lessened. On your journey before you reach the path, you take 4 bludgeoning damage from various encounters of this kind.
Okay. Cool.
You note among the hordes a
Mhm.
few creatures that are unlike the others. Most of them are humanoid or your general run-of-the-mill kind of monstrosities. Things that would haunt travelers on their paths through the wilderness. Beasts of burden, beasts of the wilderness, those kinds of things. But here and there, you espy a more fiendish presence, and these do not seem to decay in quite the same way. While none of them come particularly near you, at least not yet, you see Ammonites, those centaur-like demons with bull torsos.
Oh, fuck them! I hate them!
Yeah, driving back, driving hordes of these ghosts and wraiths before them, commanding them. You see ooze-like creatures of black shadow and ash, kind of gelling along the ground, absorbing souls they come across, and various other unseemly beasts. But they are few and far between, much less numerous than the souls of the lost that you encounter more frequently. Finally, you make your way to that first stone archway, and I'd like everybody to hop into roll 20.
Oh.
And
I guess I
actually
shouldn't.
everyone.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
At this point, Cyana, you note your path is not going to be unassailed.
Okay.
You see a small number of more solid-looking spirits that line the path before you. Let's see if I can get Roll20 up in Streamlabs too. See if this can look okay. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, okay, cool. Not the best view in the world, but it'll do. So, Cyana, you see these ghosts kind of scattered amongst the ruins of time-worn stone, desaturated and gray. But these specters seem to glow with an eerie light against this dead backdrop. Now, the rest of you, as
Uh-huh.
oh gosh, stop doing that. As you are watching Cyana's body, just
Hate it.
staring mournfully at what has just happened with bated breath, hoping against hope for any stir of motion. You see a light begin to glow, and in her hand, the raven's feather which she took in her hand before she
Killed herself.
you know. emanate a very warm, golden yellow light. Wartok, you feel this brooch, this little item, almost reaching out to you, asking to be touched.
Slowly walk up and touch it cautiously.
As you do, you reach your hand out, and you just lightly put a couple of fingers upon the center line of the feather, and you can see in a flash your vision change, and you can see through Cyana's eyes. You can see these three ghosts that lay before her, and the ruins in which she stands. You can also feel something. The medallion is seemingly trying to draw power from you.
Deal. Take it.
Do it.
Let's go ahead and I'll choose the spell because I think I know it would be something that Wartok would do in this situation. You feel yourself pushing through the energy, the shape of the spell, Black Tentacles.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And what's the radius on that, by the way?
20,
I thought so.
I believe. I'll double check, but I believe it's 20.
Fuck. How do I do circles? Is it Alt? Yeah.
I think so.
A 20-foot square.
Oh, it's a square. Whoopsies.
Yeah. Weird that this one's a 20-foot square and the other one's a radius.
Yeah, it is.
Oh well.
Can you all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes, yes.
Crud, you actually can't get all of them. Damn.
I can't see it. Oh, no, I can't see it. Okay, there it is.
Pick two?
Oh, freaking 20-foot square? God. Right in top middle.
Right and top middle?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll go
Yeah, because the other one would have to go through it to get to her.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, except that it's a ghost.
Well, you know.
Whatever. We can dream.
Anyhow, Cyana, the feather, not the one that appeared on your shoulder when you came in, but the one that you had in your hand, came with you. And it's attached itself to the clasp on your cloak. And you can feel it begin to emanate a heat. Something that, until now, you didn't realize was quite so absent. But the place you're in is freezing. And the heat from this brooch is like very sudden, somewhat unexpected. But as you look down, you can see the shape of Wartok's spell erupt from it.
Oh god.
And it casts itself 20 feet out, or 40 feet out, however far, in the 20-foot square in front of you, encapsulating two of these ghosts. And I would like everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. Wartok, you are not the only one who can do this. Everyone may touch the necklace and become part of the combat.
Spirit!
Give Cyana your energy.
About to spirit bomb the hell out of you.
Fuck yes. I got a dirt.
Oh, what's that? There's a feather here?
Wait, did we all actually roll good for initiative for once?
I think
No.
so.
Maybe. Well,
Oh.
I mean,
Hold
I
on,
did
I'm
better
gonna get
than last time.
That's
good. I'm gonna get my chapstick and then settle
double
my ass
digits
down.
twice in a row.
I know, right? This is absurd for me.
Yeah.
Good vibes only. Where's my chapstick? Alright, cool. I'll come back to my chair.
Alright, anyone get above a 20?
Yes. 21.
Wartok.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
15 to
shit.
20.
20.
10 to 15.
12.
11.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Harley rolled above a 10 on
I
initiative.
know.
5 to 10.
It's absurd.
I think that got all 4 of us.
Wait, can Clanky give me
Clanky.
his power?
Actually, no,
Oh.
he probably couldn't.
Yeah, okay.
Darn it.
Robot.
No roll for him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. He is a robot.
I mean, he's got dimension
Unfortunate.
doors shoved up inside him. I don't know if that counts for anything.
Shoved up
Dimension
his
door would not get him here.
Okay. That's fair.
Alright.
shove an
Well, what if-
entire dimension.
what
up
if we-
yours.
What if we put a bag of holding inside of him too?
Whoa.
Oh god.
And then
We're
turned it
rolling
inside
for-
out.
Let's.
Alright.
Alright. Warthog, you're up first, and that
What?
does not actually count as your turn. What you did before.
Hell yeah. What can I do?
Okay.
Anything. Effectively,
From
this works as though
from
you are
Cyana?
in Cyana's space.
Okay.
Oh, what up, Undertale?
Well.
Wait, what?
Did you ever play Undertale?
Only a very little bit.
Oh,
This
okay.
is like good ending.
The pacifist ending,
Oh, okay.
where everyone's like, "Yeah, power of friendship."
But is it like transfer it like through dimensions or some shit?
And I mean, they're not all in the same place.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
let me ask this
I thought
question
this
real
was
quick.
original.
It's pretty
Oh,
freaking
it
cool.
pretty is. Yeah, no, you are.
Oh, I need to get some music on for this.
Let me ask
I
this
really
question real
want to
quick.
figure out how to get music going through like for all of us.
Oh,
But Nick,
I
go
just
ahead.
want to have something on my own.
Yeah.
Hopes and Dreams by Toby Fox.
Oh, I'm gonna do something else.
Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
Do I realize that everyone else has this ability too now?
Yeah, and you could call it out.
Okay, and Jeff can hit people?
What do I get
As
to
long
do?
as long as he can do things within range.
Okay, I just want to
Okay.
make sure it wasn't
Which,
just
like-
limited to spells. Like he
No.
could reach out and touch somebody.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, then I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The first one's hitting this guy.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
10 damage.
Okay. Takes 10
And I
damage.
pull him closer 25 feet.
I think that gets him here.
Should be. Oh, okay.
Can we move as Cyana, or
It
can
can be
Cyana move
here.
herself?
There. Okay.
Only Cyana can move.
Okay.
And then the second one's gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
15.
Easily.
Oh, all right. 16 damage.
Okay.
And push him away.
You said 16?
Yep.
Alrighty. Push him away. 25?
Yep.
And he gets pushed back. Actually, the arch kind of stops him from moving past
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Forced movement would still take into account incorporeality. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. Nice. Cyana, you're up.
Okay, so there's a ghost right in front of me.
Yep.
I've brought a present for all of our melee boys.
I would say you're actually in this square.
Okay. Oh god. Should I cast haste on myself?
Yes.
Would we benefit from it if you did?
I don't know. How would I know?
You wouldn't.
But it would give me extra AC.
Yeah, but if you
That's
lost concentration
important.
on, you'd also lose a turn.
but I have several people acting for me.
I guess so. We lose all of our turns or just your turn?
I think just mine, because, like, y'all...
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I'm
Not
scared
a,
now.
not a fan.
Nah, I like it. There's one way to find out, y'all.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I think you're. Wait, are you talking?
Who?
I can't hear you,
Or
Christine.
Yeah, no, it's like she's muted suddenly.
Oh. Yeah, no, can't hear you.
Come back.
That was weird. Yeah. Oh.
Are we good now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
That was
cool.
super funky.
Interesting. Okay, so, haste. I will bonus action Shillelagh, and then as my, additional hasted action, I will attack the ghost in front of me with my Shillelagh.
With said
Bop.
Shillelagh, roll an attack.
Yes. Okay. That is a, 13 plus something.
Super hits.
That is a... Okay, cool. Alright, this is gonna be more metal dice.
The more metal dice, the better.
That is 11 damage.
Nice. All right. With your magical shillelagh, you swing around and whack the ghost in the neck, and you see it kind of just like the magical energy just explode from it, and it wails in pain. And it's this very like slow, like.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Yay.
Alrighty. So, that was Cyana. Jeff, you're up.
Do I benefit from haste?
No.
Okay. I'm going to. I guess it's in my reach. I'm going to attack it with Atarax somehow through the spirit world.
Yep.
Cool. That's very anime. I'm not going to question it. Oh, that's a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That's 13 slashing damage, magical. Is it dead?
Nope. But Cyana, you watch as the blade of Atarax just like bursts forth from the brooch at like the clasp of your cloak, and just pierces the form of this ghost, like briefly dispelling it before it kind of reforms into this spectral visage that you see before you. But it looks very hurt.
Gonna hit it again. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 17
Now it's dead.
damage. Okay.
Yes.
The
Thank
blade
you, Jeff.
gets twisted, and you could see it just rotate inside the ghost's body as this blast
Oh wait, sorry.
energy.
It's 16 damage. I did my math wrong. Does that matter?
Still works.
All right, cool.
You were it was only 11 HP, so.
Okay, phew.
As the blade twists, the magical energy surges again, and this time, as the ghost dissipates, it does not reform. You get
Cool.
the sense that now this thing's soul is gone.
Oh no.
Can I?
But it was likely too far gone to have any sort of use for afterlife anyhow.
Ow.
This is either good or bad.
Can I
You know what? It's fine.
Can I target Cyana with rally?
Just shout into the feather.
Can you read the text of rally to me?
Where is it? Oh.
I can find it if you don't have it.
It's a friendly creature who can see or hear you.
No.
I don't know if I can do either of those.
Yep. Cannot.
All right. That's all I can do then, I think.
Okay. By the way, because it's a little bit more obvious with Atarax than it is with Eldritch Blast. It was definitely not like the physical form of Atarax that burst through the brooch. It was like this
Spirit sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super animu.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, I need to get my mango. It says manga on it, and it actually does.
Excellent.
Alright, so the ghost in front of
Right.
Kyan is dead.
Yep. Which will bring us to Illiya.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little practical here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use 2 charges from Equator to cast Death Ward on her.
Okay.
See?
Nice.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Mango. Alright, sorry.
Illiya, the spell fails.
Ah,
You don't
damn it.
feel it take any effect,
Shit.
which tells you something. If she dies here, she dies for good.
Oh,
That's not gonna happen.
don't like that.
No death
It's
saves.
fine.
No nothing.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I got this. I'm good.
Now I have to decide if I'll allow healing magic, but I won't say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
Can you delete the ghost in front of Kyan and roll 20?
Yes, sorry, I was switching between windows a bunch. I will do that.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, shit.
All right. Now the ghosts go. Wartalk, what does Black Tentacles do at the beginning of a turn?
It's best.
Kills.
First time turn dexterity saving throw or 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
15?
No, 17.
Cool.
3d6. Please hold.
You got it.
Aren't they also like restrained if they fail to save?
1, 3, and 6, so 10, and is now restrained.
This is the one that hasn't been hit yet. You said it is restrained?
Yep, 10 damage and gets restrained.
Okay. Is it can it use its action to break free?
Strength,
Yeah, it's a strength or dex check.
dex check.
Yeah,
Its
against
choice.
the spell save DC.
Yep. So
I was
17.
going to ask about athletics versus acrobatics, but it's not actually important here. It doesn't have training in anything. All right, so it'll dex to try and break free. That is a 9. Fails.
Sucks to suck.
All right, it does... actually, wait, is it an action, or is it like end of its turn kind of thing?
Can use its
It
action.
it can use its action to try and break free.
Cool. It fails.
Hell yeah.
However, the one that was pushed back will also get its turn, and it is going to dash.
Oh, freaking bring it, I dare you.
60 feet? Ooh, actually fly is 40 feet. So you can get right up in your business.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Its horrifying form just speeds toward you, like gliding across the land as it goes.
Oh god.
All right. Wartalk, you're up.
Okay.
Bully it some more.
I feel like I shouldn't move it. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it once while I think. That's a nat 20, actually.
Okay.
So max the roll and then
10 plus a roll plus your bonuses. Or all dice. I don't know if you have extra dice in your Eldritch Blast, but I think it's just
I didn't cast the thing, so no. 18 damage.
Nice. It is almost dead.
Okay. gonna Eldritch Blast it again, obviously.
Yep.
That's only a 15.
Hits.
That's gonna be 15 damage.
Nice. That kills it.
All right.
So
sick.
as the two bolts of Eldritch Blast erupt forward from the brooch, Cyana, they seek out this ghost and slam into it one after the other. The second one just piercing straight through the heart of the ghost, and it disappears. In a
Wario?
Wow.
I had to make at least one of them funny instead of creepy.
It's fine.
All right.
That's fair.
Cyana, you're up.
Okay. All right. Oh shoot. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I'll get to there.
Take it slow. Clear one room at a time.
Yeah.
Search and clear.
I guess I should probably hit the thing.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Hold on one sec, sorry. Oh yeah, my speed is doubled. So I can
Yeah.
actually 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get to there. Okay. Actually, I don't want to get to there, do I?
You don't want to expose yourself to her. We're kind of all sharing your health bar.
That's true. Okay, so
I mean,
I
we're
wanna-
not sharing her health bar. She has her health bar.
Yeah.
We're trying to stop it from.
I don't know if you missed what Matt said, but if you fall to 0 health here, you're dead.
I understand.
If you die in Canada, you die in real life.
It's true.
This is Canada? Oh no.
I mean, it's very
I thought
cold.
their
It might as
healthcare
well
was
be.
better than this.
Canada. Fuck yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to cast Starburst at it.
Cool.
At yeah, let's do first level. That was a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So I need 3 of these. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's 17 damage.
Nice. That was half of its health. Half of its remaining health.
Okay. I don't suppose it's possible to use my hasted action to hide, could I? Or
Sure. Dodge.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, that's-
I think.
However, there's not really anything for you to hide behind here.
Yeah, I mean I
Okay,
can't
you
take
can.
a dodge, so
You can dodge.
I mean the no, I can't actually.
The hasted action only allows you to make one attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an action. You cannot dodge with it.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
could say that her previous attack was her hasted attack and then use her normal attack or her normal action.
No, she used the cast a spell action.
Yeah,
It's not the
so
same.
attack
Yes, okay,
is
true,
weapon
true.
attack only.
Yep.
I could try and shillelagh it, but I think that would be a little bit too risky right now.
It's out of
Yeah,
range,
you're
too,
gonna
isn't
be.
it?
There's like a big guy in the middle too.
Yeah. I'll just maybe back up 5 feet and just take the hide action. My stealth roll was a 21.
Okay. Make it at disadvantage because there's really not
Okay.
anything for you to hide behind.
16.
Okay, cool. This is better, I think, than most of their passive perceptions, but not necessarily than their active. He's okay. And they are also okay. Alright, cool. Alright, Jeff, your turn.
Oh crap! What do? I don't want to throw
Oh
off China's
yeah,
fighting spot.
that's
I will say, Jeff, something you notice. Well, you can really only attack. You do realize that, like, you didn't have Atarax drawn in where you were when you attacked with Atarax. You don't need to use an action or a bonus action or anything to change what you're attacking with.
Okay.
So any ranged attack can just be made.
Spirit sword, bitches.
Or spirit
wanna-
returning axe.
Yeah, if I throw my returning axe, though, I might give away China's. I'll probably give away China's position.
Just do it. Just do it. It's fine.
All right.
It's not
All
like
right.
Spirit silenced 22.
I'm gonna chuck the axe of returning, or the spirit axe of returning at the closest one, which is the one in the tentacles.
Cool.
That is a lot. That's like a 22 to hit.
Hits.
All right. I'm going to make this a menacing attack.
Okay.
It takes 21 damage.
Well,
I
it's
think you
not
kill it.
scared of you, but it is dead.
Okay, good. That's what I
It can't
wanted.
be frightened, but it can be killed.
I'm gonna dismiss tentacles.
Okay.
Do I still need to utter the command word to call back the axe of returning?
It actually just disappears, and you still have it, like IRL, but it's just
Oh,
not.
sick.
Yeah.
it just
Thank
kind of...
God, because I still think the command word is kumbaya, so that would have been a problem.
No, it's... Oh, right. He tricked you.
Yep.
These things happen.
It was but a
Okay.
farce!
Okay, there's a wall in the way of me being able to attack anybody else. I think that's it for me.
They're not actually walls.
They're not?
The
Oh, they're
holes there.
floors.
The holes there are to demonstrate that there is a path, but it's actually just an arch.
Oh, it's an archway, okay.
So other than the squares on either side, like the whole middle there is open.
Alright, well, I'm gonna chuck the axe of returning at the guy closest to Cyana then for my second attack.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. I'm going to... Actually, I don't think it would matter here, but I'm just going to have it do normal damage. Alright, it takes 13 magical slashing damage.
13, you say?
Yes.
Alrighty. It does that. The axe blasts into it. The spirit axe dissipates some of its form. It begins to look a little less solid, even as unsolid as it looked before. And that is your hit. I believe that's your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Alright, Illiya, you're up.
Okay, two things I can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or that I think would be useful. And I guess would you rather I put up Bless, Cyana, or my other spell? Damage or Bless is what I'm asking.
She can't hear you.
Well, okay, Christine.
Now I wanna
follow your heart.
The point
Follow
is to
your
kind of avoid it's not
Yeah.
a lot of metagaming, but it's enough in this particular situation that I would say just do what you think is best.
Follow your heart.
Alright, fine. I cast Spirit Guardian right here.
Okay. Let me find
Yes. Okay. Let
Do you
me...
have that spell?
Yes. Or Guardian of Faith, I mean, sorry.
There we
That's
go.
what I thought you meant.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Shit! They're all the same. That's a good one.
Spirit, maybe?
That guy at the end, that's fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Go fuck your shit up, fam.
Oh, God.
You know what? This popped up in the thing for Guardian. or for spirit, so we're just gonna. This is your spirit guardian.
Jesus Christ.
So target!
This is an
Oh,
absolute
so dark.
unit.
So dark!
Oh.
Save me!
Sotark appears 10 feet to Illiya's left, or to
Oh.
Can it
Cyana's
be
left.
canon?
And
The Guardian of Faith is just so dark.
sure, why not? I'm gonna regret this choice, but sure, why not?
Okay, well he's okay. He needs to be 2x2 because he's large.
Sotark
Yes, he-
big.
He,
So
he's
dark big
large.
man.
Do not
We
look up.
just- Oh wait,
Yeah.
Do not look
wait,
up to
Ethan, get the icon, get the icon,
Oh, I gotta find it again. Hang on.
so we can have
Keep-
Kratos' huge face.
Keep
Do not look
going.
up.
I'll
It will
find
embarrass
it.
us both.
Oh.
Alright, so Sotark appears 10 feet to Cyana's left and prepares to guard. Anything else, Illiya?
Can't do anything else.
Okay.
Alas.
No, a lad.
Oh.
So what is the spirit, what's the guardian exactly?
It's the
So
Guardian of Faith.
Yeah, so a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration, which is 8 hours.
Cool.
Yeah. Occupies a space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield. Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dex saving throw. Creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage.
Has
The
dealt?
damage. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
The dex is 17.
Excellent. Alright, so both of them are going to end up moving through that because both of them are going to come to attack.
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that one will get there. It'll take the 20 unless it saves. It, ooh. That's a 17.
Oh.
Does it take half, or is it just 0?
Yeah, it takes half
Yeah,
of
half.
it saves.
Plus 10.
Alrighty. So
Gotta
that
keep
one
those
is
somewhere.
basically just exactly bloodied. The
Oh.
ghost is going to... What's it going to do?
It's best.
It is going to do its best.
It should stop.
Quit it. Get some help.
It is actually going to use its horrifying visage. So Cyana, its eyes just like the eyelids just droop and open extraordinarily wide, and its mouth just drops far, far larger than a normal humanoid jaw could open, and it just goes.
No.
And I
No.
need you to make a charisma saving throw. No, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay. That was the 21?
Alright, yeah, you're fine. You compose yourself and do not succumb to its aging effect. Or frightening. Alright.
I mean, you're an elf. You're basically a child. What's aging gonna do to you?
Actually,
She
this
becomes 20 instead of 18.
one,
Oh no.
I think this one can actually avoid the hit. So it'll avoid the spirit guardian.
Look, maybe an elf camp, but you're talking to a mid-20s human woman. Don't at me
No,
like that.
if he moves there, he'll be in 10-foot range of the Guardian.
Hmm?
If he moves there, he'll be in 10-foot range
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Guardian.
Sorry, you're right. I forgot about the being large. I was going for this
Yeah.
guy, not this one. You right. Alright, saving throw is a 16, not a 17.
Ha!
Alright, it
You
is
shit
also
motherfucker.
almost
Suck a
bloodied.
dick.
Basically bloodied. And it is going to use its withering touch twice on you, Cyana. Actually, no, once. Sorry. This does not have multi-attack.
Oh, watch out, it's got corona.
Oh no.
Oh no. Get away from me,
Feedback.
Gus.
An
4 feet.
18.
With haste, my AC is 19.
Alright, that is a miss. And that is their turn, bringing us back to War Talk.
So-
Murder.
For your sake,
the
buddy.
hell?
You got this.
So I want to murder one of them, or do I want to protect?
That was my question.
Yeah, right.
Well, if you both
question-
murder one of them, you have Protect.
Quick question about the guardian feller.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can it move?
No.
No,
No, it doesn't move.
Nope.
he is there.
Shame. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Alrighty.
27,
Hits.
10 damage,
Not dead yet.
and I would like to push him away. 10 feet.
10.
Just a light little nudge,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna shoot that one again.
Okay.
21,
Hits.
7 damage.
Not dead. Somehow.
Bring him back 10 feet, right into the range of that guardian feller.
Hey folks, Matt here. The stream had some technical difficulties at this point. It just hiccuped. So Wartalk's Eldritch Blast pull worked, and we figured out that since Spirit Guardian works the first time it enters on a turn, that it would in fact kill it. So that ghost died, and then Cyana attempted to swing at the remaining one with her shillelagh, and...
No, I don't. No, I don't. I got a 1. So that doesn't work.
Actually,
Love me.
the Spirit Guardian disappears.
Oh.
As you whiff, your form like fades for a moment, like stutters almost, and
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
that extra assistance that you had received from Illiya in the form of the Spirit Guardian just falters and fades.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Probably doesn't change much. She only had like 10 HP left, or 1 hit left to deal. So
yeah. Oh shoot, I'm a utility wizard. Okay.
Turn into a dog.
Woof.
Fight him.
oh, how many rounds has it been? Is it the top of the 4th?
This is 3rd, I think.
3rd. Yeah.
think
Okay,
third,
that
yeah.
makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will try again, and this time I got an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Cool. And that is 10 damage.
Alrighty. He is not dead yet, but he is looking
Fuck.
pretty rough. He's definitely below half.
Okay. Yeah, that is my turn.
Not gonna move.
I mean, it would get an opportunity
Actually,
attack.
I should make this more clear now that you have gone 2 rounds. You can see your body descending as you're fighting,
Oh.
and you get
Oh.
the sense that there is a time limit here, and that something bad might happen should you get there too late.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that would have been nice to know. Okay.
So this is effectively the point in time where you would realize it.
Ah.
And the
okay.
Raven Queen did at first say, "But you must hurry."
Okay, so
Okay.
that's 30 feet, and I do have 30 additional, but I don't want to get too far out.
All right, that
Especially
is an 18 on the attack of opportunity. Which
That
with your
misses.
haste misses. Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Anything else? Jeff, you're up.
Can you not hear Ethan right now?
Nope.
Oh,
Weird.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. What
Oh,
I
I thought you
said
were just
was
ignoring him.
when the ghost missed its melee attack on Cyana, can I use my reaction to riposte him because we're all sharing Cyana's body?
Only if you are willing to give up everyone's reactions.
Does anyone else have a reaction they need to use?
No.
go for it.
All right, I'm going for it.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
It takes 18 slashing damage, magical.
Oh, all right. Well, that's enough to kill it.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Cyana, you turn and do like a 180 as you dodge the attack from the ghost, and as you do, Jeff sees his opportunity. Atarax just lances forward and bursts with magical energy, exploding the ghosts that tried to attack you.
Sick.
All right, cool. So that will bring us to Jeff's actual turn.
So the two things in the room that Cyana's in right now with her,
Yes,
are
one
they
of
bad
them,
guys?
They are. One of them is an Alep, which I'm not sure if you'd recognize in character. Probably not.
Nope.
But it is this like wispy black, slightly more powerful than a ghost type of undead. And you can kind of see that it has a bit more of a foreboding presence. Like it just looks more powerful. The other is, where are you? A revenant, which you actually would recognize at least from stories. I think only
Okay.
the other group has actually fought a revenant. The Alep, which is the big ass dude here.
Large.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys know it from. I think it's Morton Kanan's.
Yes,
It is
I am aware
not
of
that
it.
stat block.
Okay.
So, in case you were considering like, oh, I know how powerful this thing is. No.
I think I know by now that you don't do that.
I very rarely go with vanilla stat blocks unless it's like a minion or a typical like run of the mill kind of creature like a kobold.
I'm gonna check my active returning twice at the bigger one.
Alrighty.
That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. It takes 12 magical slashing damage.
12?
Yeah.
Alright, it looks barely hurt.
Oh, well, I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit.
That misses.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Okay, well that's all I can do for my turn.
Give me just a sec here, and we'll be back at it in a mo. You said 12 on the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Alright. That will bring us to whoever was after Jeff. Illiya.
Illiya.
I'm gonna cast Bless now.
Okay.
Targeting my friends, not myself.
Alright, you can actually only... Okay, yeah, because it's... Yeah. Yeah. I think you can cast it on everybody. Give me a sec. Yes. Yes, you can.
I do that.
Okay.
You kind of... It takes you a second to kind of feel the flow of the magic. You're not 100% sure how to do it at first, but as you kind of feel what the magic is kind of leaning towards and kind of going with that natural flow, you actually put the magic from Bless into Cyana's corpse, not into the visage of Cyana that you can see through the eyes of.
Cool.
Indeed. All right, so that happens.
Whoa. Oh yeah.
All right. And then it is your foe's turn to go. The Alep is going to.
Die.
Oh,
No.
that's- Aneurysm. Crazy.
Get fucked.
All right. The Alep is going to turn to you, Cyana,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to just assail your senses with this combination of like it's screaming at you in this incomprehensible language of just nonsense, but you can also feel a secondary assault. Like, it's not just hitting your ears, it's also digging into the very depths of your consciousness in your mind. And I need you and Jeff and Illiya and Wartalk all to make wisdom saving throws.
Uh-oh.
Add bless.
Okay.
What
Yes.
what does Bless add?
A
1d4. I'm gonna reroll mine with Indomitable.
Holy shit.
Okay, with Indomitable, I got a 24.
I got
I-
a dirty 20.
Let's see, what is 18 plus 3?
I got 10.
21.
I got a 21.
What were you,
Um,
Wartalk?
10.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
You take
No.
8 points of psychic damage and are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh
Everyone
no.
else takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Oh
Damn
no.
it, I have to roll a con save.
Crap, I was gonna cast Fly.
Oh no.
11 for my con save.
That's enough.
So that's enough.
That's enough.
Oh wait, how much damage was it? You said 8?
4.
Yeah, you only need a 10 to pass.
No,
It
no, no,
was 4
damage.
for you because you
Oh.
succeeded your save.
No, my temp HP. Damn it.
All right, and
Okay.
then Cyana,
Mm-hmm.
one of those is a 25 and the other is a 20
Is a 25 on what?
to hit.
Are they attack rolls?
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah.
You take 15. You take 18 points of psychic damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Con check passed. I'm okay. Okay, but 18 points of psychic.
Yep.
How is your health?
I'm at 49 out of 75. It's not super great.
All right, the Revenant is now going to move forward.
Oh,
And
lordy.
It is going to attack you.
Okay.
It has not sworn vengeance against you, so that's good.
Yay.
That first one is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the second is a miss. That is only a 10.
Okay.
So, capitalizing on the kind of momentary stun from the blow the Alep dealt, the Revenant rushes in and punches you once in the gut.
Ow.
But the second swipe, you manage to, with your hasty reflexes, kind of duck out of the way of and force it to miss. And that is the end of round 3, and you see your body lower again. Wartalk,
Okay.
you're up.
I'm stunned.
You are stunned. Your turn ends. Cyana, you're up.
So the objective is arrive, basically.
Ye.
Dash. Just run around all these guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dash.
Alive.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Can you move through
8.
spaces like that?
Oh
These
shit, these are all
are
obstacles.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So, so I could take my hasted action to dash, so I could get full movement and 2 dashes if,
You might take
Or-
some opportunity attacks.
or I could make a hasted disengage, and I think that protects me from all opportunity attacks, or just one. I don't know.
I think
Should
it protects you
we-
from all when you move, like, because disengage I think moves you 5 feet, doesn't it?
No.
No.
If you take the disengage action, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
All right, cool. Nice.
Okay. So in that case, we're gonna go 5, 10,
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm thinking of the
15.
3-5 disengage that moves you 5 feet.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
All right, as you reach
And then-
this square, actually,
Oh, okay.
it's not an opportunity attack. It is a separate trigger entirely. It is still a reaction, but it's a special reaction that does not fall under that category. This creature, which you recognize as being a bone claw from legends you have heard as a child.
Heck.
Why are you using the 3 exact enemies that I have used against these fuckers? The exact 3!
It'd
It
be
is
like that
going
sometimes.
to slam its its
Yeah.
fists into the ground, like double-fisted smack onto the stone, to try and disrupt your movement. And that actually, it would be a saving throw for you. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
You have advantage
Oh,
or
Add
hasted.
bless. Add bless.
Okay, I have advantage and I add bless. Okay. Oh, that is a natural 20. So
Roll it again for double 20s.
if I rolled both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It was about to be a 2 and then it
Added a
just
0.
edged its way over. If you need my total, it is
Nope.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Your movement continues unimpeded.
How much move
Yes.
did you have left?
I don't remember.
At least 15, because you got to there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can dash the rest
And then
of
I
the way
can
through.
dash and get the rest of the way through.
Get out of there!
Naruto,
Okay.
run my way out of here.
All right. Okay. Did not expect that. That was cool.
She said, go!
So you just sprint your way, a blur of spiritual energy, just dashing through this maze of undead foes, reaching the quickly rising, the steep edge of this mound, over which your body still hovers. And you sprint your way up, and you halt at the edge of this bubbling pit of tar, which, as you kind of peer down into it, seems to contain this, like, primordial ooze of just raw, necrotic energy. And you get the sense that if your body were to descend into it, your body would have been
I'm
lost.
fucking hosed.
And you may have been able to come back, but it would have been in a completely different form.
Yeah.
Which would have been the actual effect of Reincarnate.
Right, but this is special.
Right. Because of the way this is working and the Raven Queen guiding you, you look up at your body and you see a pair of raven's wings sprout from it. And you take a couple of steps backwards, gauge the distance, and without hesitation sprint forward and leap upwards.
Oh.
And you
Oh,
take
fuck.
your own hand. And as you do, your vision goes blinding white. And the rest of you see Cyana's eyes flick open,
Ah!
back to consciousness.
Uh,
Did it
Cyana,
work?
you now have full access to the Reincarnate spell.
I need another 1,000 gold's worth of materials. Yeah!
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
don't you ever fucking do that again.
I don't want to.
As soon as Cyana wakes up, Jeff's just gonna scoop her up and give her a big hug.
Yeah.
Aww.
Group hug.
Yeah.
Group hug.
It's group hug time.
Group hug.
Clanky
With
picks
Clanky,
all of
group
you
hug.
up, just... Ah.
My spine.
Also, Jeff is gonna say, "Never do that again." I swear to God.
Don't you ever
I
do
know.
that again.
I won't. I promise.
All
I
right.
won't.
Well, thank you guys for an awesome session, and thank everybody who joined us tonight for this session. And may all your rolls be lucky.